Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome to another week of Taking High Ground Live. Yo, we are excited to be here. We have a lot to talk about. Midas officially returned to the storyline. What does that mean for the storyline, even after the comics are canceled? UEFN news, obviously, Battle Royale. We have Rocket Racing. We have Fortnite Festival. And the biggest one yet, Lego has a major update as well. We also have the Rift Master, which we'll get more into, but the first official Fortnite guitar is out. And also, we might have a sneaky new Fortnite card in the horizon. But let's get into it. My name is Rob. How you doing, bro?
What's going on? I missed you guys.
Yes,
Richard,
sir.
JL, Natron, Funk, Schwartz, JT, Matthew Fair. What's going on, guys? Thanks for being
What's
here
up, y'all?
early. I love it when you guys get in here early and see y'all chatting. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. No, that's always dope.
Man, I really want to play Fortnite. I've been so busy, as you guys know. We've been working on some stuff.
Yeah,
If you guys see anything happen to the Fortnite Cards website or like there's any like downtime, feel free to let me know. But we are like testing and doing things. So if you see anything, that's probably why, because we're testing some applications we're trying to build for you guys. Yeah, so talking about the Shard Knock episode. So I know a lot of you guys were messaging me. Rob did an amazing job on that interview, so shout out to
appreciate it.
him.
Appreciate it.
And of course, Shard Knock for like knocking out one of the craziest collection I've ever seen. So congrats to you both. That was a great interview, man. For real, it
Man,
was.
do you think that you could ever take on like even if it was a curated set? Do you think you would have the brain capacity to do something like that?
No, not at all. Not
Yeah,
not to that not to that level and to that degree of like specificity. So like
yeah,
going for all tens of everyone of
yeah,
the hardest to get cards out of the entire set.
yeah,
Um, Knowing how expensive the boxes are and stuff like that, like it wouldn't even occur to me to try that. Like
yeah, yeah.
it's like taking like the idea of a master set and then like doubling the difficulty of it, right?
100%.
So no, congrats to him for sure. That was
Yeah,
insane. I don't know. I have sets that I want to complete now because of you,
yeah.
but nothing like that. Nothing on that level.
Yeah, shout out to all the set collectors in general. This was a moment for y'all. Obviously, we seen Jake that just finished the Optichrome set. We know that Wade finished the Hollow set, the PSA 10
Hmm.
Hollow set. So it's a lot of even I think Ghoul, I think he's close to the Hollow Brazil set or something like that. Dutch Ghoul. I think he's something along that line. So all the set collectors out there, that's something that I admire a lot, man. It's definitely tough.
So who's gonna combine all these to create the Master
The
10 set?
master, the master 10 set, man.
Someone's gotta combine them. I gotta see that happen. If
Bro.
somebody combines all those collections into one, you gotta reach out to THG so we can
Yes,
do an
yeah,
interview on it. What's going on,
man.
Shane, Daniel? What's going on, guys? So where do you want to start off today? What do you
I think we start off with general Fortnite news. It's been a lot out there. I actually the name just slipped my mind, but UEFN is officially a year old, and also they just did a new presentation, and a whole lot of things was on there. Well, actually, Dylan, can you talk real quick so I can load this? Oh, you got it
Sure.
right there. That's good.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
throw this up real quick. And if y'all can see it. So this is the state of Unreal at GDC 2024.
Yes, thank
Um,
you.
you're welcome. Yeah, so first person, and so like I told you guys, I've been super busy, so I'm a little late to reading some of this news. But I looked at the video, and the first person looks kind of crazy, and it's supposed to be
Yeah,
releasing later this year. Like think of like an RP. Think of like the cutscenes from Diablo. Think of like those like really like zoomed in like RPG level graphics. That's what it was kind of looking like.
uh-huh.
So lots of exciting stuff to be had. Like you cannot count Fortnite out because they're always pushing the envelope. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that. I'll let you go on about the rocket racing and stuff.
Yeah. So good points. And Lego and Rocket Racing are officially a part of UEFN. So both can build maps. On the Rocket Racing end, this is major because as y'all know, it hasn't even seen season 1 yet, but now when those creators build those maps, it goes immediately. I mean, obviously, if it's good and whatever that case is, it goes into the selection for which maps are in rotation, even for competitive, which is amazing. And then on the Lego side, I mean, it's just infinite. You have different game modes. It's the exact same way. So what is that blue red game that everybody likes? You can do all of that type of stuff in creative in Lego now, and the maps are endless at this point.
So yeah, so here I see the Epic Game Store, which includes Fortnite, is coming to iOS and Android later
Yeah,
this year.
yeah,
Does
yeah.
this mean that we can play Fortnite on the iPhone?
Yeah, so pretty much what they did, they took the time and they built it out where, okay, well, we just have to just do our own thing. And as THG, we know exactly what they had to do at that point. And that's gonna be major because there's a lot of gamers that's been put on a back burner that don't have systems and stuff like that at their house that only have the phone, and now those gamers can come back into circulation.
I will say, you will see me. I won't be playing Battle Royale on my
Right.
phone, but like if you can pull in Lego,
That's
like I can
crazy.
even play Lego on the freaking Switch, so I could do that on my phone too, and I actually enjoy that. Just like when I'm by myself, like if I'm by myself and like I have just want to be downstairs or something and not on the game or with my
Yeah.
kids, that'd be a cool game just to pull out. So that's pretty cool. And then it says, so the Battle Royale is being recreated all the way into UEFN
Yeah.
starting 2025. So recreated from scratch.
Yeah, so recreated from scratch, and they did clarify exactly what this mean because there was a lot of speculation. People thought that they were kind of pushing battle royale or having that focus or that division kind of separated, but that's not the case. What they really were highlighting is the fact that even game developers now will be able to build to the capacity of a battle royale like Fortnite, which is pretty insane. It's not going to just be a small map, and the capacity goes up probably well over quadruple.
Yeah, so I mean, you can pick through this list. There's like major things coming out, lots of
Yeah,
news.
yeah.
Um, what's your most favorite thing that you're looking forward to?
Mine's is rocket racing. I can truthfully say that I enjoy that game mode so much. And it's the fact that nothing really has came out just because they're preparing for season one. But the fact that these creators can create these maps and you have the time racing and everything like that now. I'm extremely excited for that. But that's also not the complete truth because I have not played Fortnite Festival at all. Um, it's but that's not because I don't want to. I grew up with Guitar Hero and Rock
With
Band.
the
So
handhelds and
yeah,
the
yeah. So
yeah.
I did so the fact that they did release I'm gonna load this in real quick. They did
Why,
release stuff. Yeah, go ahead.
while you're doing that, I was thinking that's another game that I wouldn't touch on my PC.
Yeah,
But if it comes to the phone, that
yeah.
might be a little bit different, right? I feel like it might be a little bit more fun to play on my phone.
Hmm.
So that might be another one that'd be cool for iPhone. We might see Fortnite explode then again. Not that it hasn't, not that it's not already exploded, but
Yeah. So and to your point, so I do a lot of research when it comes to this because we have a show. I was watching I think he's like 20 years deep. He's like a professional rock band player. Like, he
mhm.
broke a multiple records and he was breaking down what he liked and disliked about Fortnite Festival and what happens when the guitar actually comes and he's excited. So, understanding that you have those type of people that come through is always major. But this is exactly what I was talking about. So, the Riffmaster wireless guitar controller is set to cost $129. The first 500 pre-orders of the Riffmaster wireless guitar will also receive a PDP.com exclusive limited edition pick guard, which will go. If you don't know where the pick guard is like pretty much that gray area on the guitar where I was talking to Dylan before this. We know a lot of those skins as in skins that go over that spot is going to come out. We'll probably see Pilly ones, Cuddle Team Leader,
Mhm.
all of the iconic skins. So this is crazy. It also has an analog stick on this guitar. So this is going to probably be a major moment. I could see Fortnite Festival kind of surging pretty crazy after this
I might
drops.
have to like pre-order just to get one of the 500
Yeah,
things,
yeah,
man. I
yeah,
hate it when they do this. It makes me want to get
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Gosh, ugh. I don't
Like
know.
is
It might be worth me pre-ordering because my kids would probably like this a lot.
For sure. I mean, this was, specifically for me, like Rock Band, the Wii, all of those things were major family moments growing up.
Yeah.
So I can imagine that wave will come back when it comes to this. Getting two guitars for over $300 or close to $300 is going to be interesting for families. But it's
I
efficient,
mean,
man.
if
I
you think
looked at
about
it.
inflation, man, it doesn't even.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's
Yeah,
not
it's
the
pretty
same. The
much.
prices are not the
Yeah.
same anymore.
No, I mean, because what was it like $60 back then, which is probably equal to what it is
Yeah.
now. So
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I might pre-order, but just because I want the limited edition.
yeah. So the first 500 pre-orders in general, JT. So it's that would be, and I know that this one is specifically PlayStation, but they did show the Xbox one as well. So don't quote me on that. I don't know if those are separate as
So
in that instance.
oh, I see. So these things are not going to be. It can't go to both. I see.
Right, right. Yeah, it's
Hmm.
definitely separate.
Dang, is it going to work for the PC then?
I think so. I don't quote me, but I think so. Uh I think it's the same way as I think it's treated like the way the controller is on the PlayStation. I think the PlayStation one does connect to the PC. Obviously, do not quote me on that. I was just reading the comments. So maybe we find out more information on that. And JO, I'll drop the link in there for sure. Let me see if I can get that real quick.
All right, while he's doing that, we not to like bury the lead, but in the Facebook group, somebody posted. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on the name. It's been a busy week, but they posted about new Fortnite Tops cards. If you guys have not seen them, that's a little bit of like a clickbait title right there.
That was super
Um,
clickbait. That was super clickbait.
so as you know, Tops makes Garbage Pail Kids, and I've mentioned Garbage Pail Kids so many times, like trying to compare them with Fortnite cards to try to see like what's the potential and stuff like that. So the fact that these popped out when Tops got, it's kind of like kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Um, so I did want to clear some things up because I saw what people were posting in the Facebook comments, and you cannot. So these come from the Kids at Play set. They are not retail though. So if you go to a Target or Walmart, wherever they sell Garbage Pail Kids, you cannot. I repeat, you cannot pull these cards from those boxes.
Yeah.
Okay, you cannot pull them. You have to if you want one of these, you have to pull it from a collector's box, which is over $100.
Mm.
Okay, and it's so these are called game over inserts. So if
Mm-hmm.
you want these, there's 24 game over inserts. There's two Fortnite ones, these two here, Jonesy or Jonesing Jonesy and Mortnite. All right. So there's 22 other ones you can pull that are not Fortnite. There's like Halo and Mario and stuff like that. Um, so you get one game over card per 8 packs. So this comes out to, if you want one of these cards, it's going to take 4 collector boxes, right? So if you wanted to pull this, you'd have to spend over $400 ripping.
Mm-hmm.
So it's better to try to find it. There's hardly none on eBay of this card.
Mm-hmm.
I know that because I've been buying them and I can't find it anymore. So I do have my cards here.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you guys know.
Okay.
Yeah, we can
Let me see.
throw them
I'll
up
try to
there.
switch it. Bro, there we go. What in the
So,
world? Come on, StreamYard.
so I got my 2 in, but they were kind of hard to find any of the other ones. So, whoops.
You got it.
So you guys let me know what you guys think. Richard was able to get one. There's 2. The only difference is the first name. So I think the one that is hardest to find is 4A that says Jonesy because I was able to get I think I have 3 I have 3. No, which one? Let me see. 4A. 4A Mort Knight is the hardest one for me to find on eBay. I only have one of those. Then I have
Yeah.
3 of the Jonesies. So Mort Knight 4A is the hardest to find. Richard did point out to me that Jonesy is cooler because it actually says Jonesy on there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and normally I think 4A is the more sought after ones for Garbage Pail Kids, but it was my first time collecting these, so y'all can correct me on that. I
Shout out
think,
to Shout out to Richard getting one. Richard is a Garbage Pail Kid collector, so that's dope that he was able to get his hands on one.
yeah, and I have to say, I reached out to Richard first because I knew, because we've talked about Garbage Pail Kids before, so I had to reach out to him to talk to him about these. Based on my research, I don't think there's any numbered versions of these or any rarer ones. But like I said, they're pretty hard to pull. For price comparison, I bought these 2 together. Someone was selling them as a pair. I spent $24. But then I spent $6 each on the Jonesy ones. But then there's no more on eBay. There's only like 3 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all gone now. But keep an eye out if you want them in your collection. They're just something cool.
Not
Oh,
not
and
at
real
all.
quick, I did find. Let me see if I can pull this. Let me see if I can find the. Let me see if I can find this card. I did find another a rare card, and it was Cuddle Team Leader.
Oh, the Mortonite one with the fat with the fat dude in it.
Yeah, let me see if I can find. Let me see, Fortnite.
I don't know. I don't know none of these names, by the way.
Let me see if I can find it again because it was on their actual website. Here we go. So I'm gonna throw this up on screen here. All right, so Topps released this back in 2019,
Mm-hmm.
and it says Fortnite. Okay, and it says Fortnite canceled, and I believe 2019 was back when the black hole happened,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I think that's what this is referencing when it said canceled. I'm not 100% sure, but interesting enough, so they sold this in an interesting way. I don't know if anybody knows about Topps too much, but we might be able to see this when Fortnite cards come out because it has a print run of 658 of this card.
That's dope.
But they did not know that. So you read the description here. Print runs are revealed after the sales window expires. So this one card went for sale on Topps, and they
Now,
didn't
don't
tell you the print run until it sold out.
correct me if I'm wrong.
Hmm.
So that's equivalent to the way Magic the Gathering was, like how it had that sales window. Then once it closes, that's all that's available. Pretty much, that's all that ended up being available.
Yes, but I don't know if like you could buy as much as you wanted, or if they had
Mm,
like a set number already. Like I don't know
got
if
you.
they printed this and then like it could sell out. Magic the Gathering, you had the entire time to order. So I don't know if anybody knows. Let me know. But if this happens, what are your thoughts? Like if they do a Fortnite cards release like this for one card, let's say Renegade Raider or something,
Yeah,
what are your thoughts on
I'm
that?
I'm not mad at that at all. Obviously, yeah, like especially if it's within the system, like obviously, so you have Garbage Pail Kid releases, and then you also have this. I think I would enjoy that a lot, having something unique like this. That's pretty much made to order, and then also having the sets that could be pretty dope.
Oh, I've seen this. There's
Yeah, I seen that
Art Night
before.
and Pooh Night comics. The Pooh Night ones, I was like, dang, I have those saved in my watch list just for fun, but I haven't bought those. That's pretty funny. I might have to, I might have to start a whole collection. So like, we have like all these different ways you collect, right? So
Mhm.
we have the fringe ones. It has to be like the what do you call it when you're making fun of it? I'm
Parody.
blanking on. Yeah, parodies. So I have to have my
Mhm.
parody collection for
Yeah,
Fortnite.
yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't find this card anywhere. It's not on eBay. It hasn't been on eBay in a long time. Um, so I am going to be looking for this one just because I like that it has the Cuddle Team Leader on there.
Yeah, Jo, I seen that. I seen that. I seen that in passing when you start doing them deep Fortnite searches. That's when I seen that one, the alpha betas.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen that one quite a bit. I feel like I've seen that in the wild at a comic book shop too. Um,
Probably.
but like I've been so focused on other stuff, I was like, I'm not gonna get into that. But now with this, I might have to start that collection. Wouldn't
Mhm.
be a bad collection to have. Is like the parody section.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. That is kind of crazy though, because I actually that card is very creative though, and I like that it's like this nod onto like the the perception of a gamer 20, 30 years ago.
Well,
So
what I like
that's always
about
funny.
this one right here, besides the fact that you have like the pickaxe, I instantly knew this was Jonesy. And we
Hmm.
talk about all the time like how like you can identify Peely and stuff like that. But here's one they could have done that. They could have done the banana,
Yeah.
which might have been an epic card. But the fact that they did Jonesy and you knew who it was, um, is a pretty big testament to Jonesy himself. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty glad that they used Jonesy here. He's not going
Yeah.
out of style.
Good point. I mean, it kind of ties into another small conversation within that. Once again, when they did the UEFN, they used Bright Bomber again. Like
They did.
it's it's very interesting how they choose. these things because it's a very small rotation. It's a very small
It
rotation,
is.
and I'm very interested in that. I don't know, like we talked about it a long time ago. I don't know if it's just like favorites. I know it has to do with the marketing, when it comes into color theory and all of those things, when it comes to Pilly and Cuddle Team Leader with the pink. But man, it seems like it's really fan favorites within the Fortnite development teams and the marketing teams.
I mean, that's a really, really good point, and we talk about that with Bright Bomber all the time.
Hmm.
But like, I'm gonna share it here.
I'm glad you got that.
This is what the first person, I guess, possibly look like.
Hmm.
Just ground, right? Everything as if that person, like you see the true size of the cars and the houses and everything. But yeah, like you
Yeah,
said, they're using Bright Bomber. And it's another reason why we have to up her up on our list a little bit higher. You know what I mean?
yeah,
She just
yeah,
she like Dark Bomber is amazing, but Bright Bomber means so much. And the fact that they're doing this is like little hints to like how important that character is going to be going forward.
hmm
Because this kind of
and
stuff lives on forever.
yeah,
These
yeah.
videos
This
and
is
everything.
these. I mean, you to your point. You think about if you just do your Fortnite cinematic research and development, the first thing you see is Ramirez and Cloakstar and stuff like that from Save the World. So
Hmm.
these things really hold its weight. And even on this part where she dropped in, it was just an emphasis on let's bring Bright Bomber back. Like, they emphasized on that aspect. So it's pretty
I mean, and
crazy.
just like the zoom in at the front and everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
UFEN is gonna be crazy. So like I'm kind of excited for like an RPG game, kind of like this, using the
Yeah.
Fortnite characters.
But that actually, the way you just said that, that's actually goes back to the conversation we had literally a long time ago, where the characters are now living on past what Fortnite was known for when it comes to the simplicity of the battle
Hmm.
royale. Now they're characters just like if you wish you could use Spider-Man, if you wish you could use Deadpool, the world has opened up where you're using these characters outside of what it used to be known for, and it's kind of crazy.
So Black Ash says this looks like a movie. In fact, I said the
Yeah.
same thing to Rob.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen any Fortnite movies yet, right? Or shows. But let's say like because we know Epic Games, who owns Fortnite, they own the Unreal Engine that's doing all this stuff, which already powers movies, right?
Yeah.
They already use
Yeah.
this in movies. But if it's getting this advanced, they're
Hmm.
going to be able to create so much content and so many movies on their own that
Yeah.
it's going to be up to their creativity. So yeah, I don't know what to say except for I'm glad we're on the Fortnite bandwagon, guys. It's just
Yeah.
like we picked the right horse, in my opinion. So I will say that when I when I when I saw the Garbage Pail Kids,
Hmm.
you remember me from like 2 years ago. What's the first thing I did? I jumped. Like
You
I
cleaned
that's the
it.
title of this
Yeah.
episode is because I'm addicted to like Fortnite trading cards and collectibles. As soon as I
Hmm.
saw them, I instantly was buying them.
Yeah.
Instantly did my research on them. Couldn't find any more. Wasn't able to grab that much. You know me, I wanted to buy them all. Nothing
Yeah.
out there, man. So I'm excited for the new sets to come out because I got that little. And
You got that little, yeah.
this is just for a parody. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
like I just got super excited, and I just can't wait for the new cards to come out. I
Yeah.
think it's time to start saving up some money because
Yeah.
it's gonna
I
be kind of
mean,
crazy. I think.
I already have like this pocket of anxiety just like stashed away right now, just for when we wake up that one morning or mid-afternoon. This time it
Hmm.
actually might be mentioned by the leakers. This time it might actually be, mentioned by them. So I'm just waiting for that moment. I don't know when it's gonna come. It could be a year from now, but when that happens, I think everybody's just gonna kind of stiffen up real quick and be like, yo, hold on. I gotta have my ducks in a row ready for this. And then I know Kari may not be here right now, but Kari mentioned in the Discord, he was saying how like, yeah, I'm definitely going to entertain it, but I'm going to still have my focus on the major sets of series 1 through series 3, which is a good point. I think a lot of people are going to do a different things, and I am going to take some things that I learned from series 3 and series 2 and put it into that as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how everybody responds to that.
Yeah, I mean, so here's my question on that.
Yeah.
When Series 3 popped out, I jumped out the gate as if it was Series 1, Series 2. I was buying all the major ones for whatever price I can get at. And we know they increased the print run. We didn't know at the time, but we
Mhm.
know they increased the print run for
Yeah.
Series 3. Do you think Topps is going to start out with a small print, or you think it's
Mm-mm.
going to be like Series 3 or higher level?
Higher.
Okay.
Higher for sure. Like I think I'm not even being
Yeah.
funny here. I think their low print in their terms is extreme high print compared to Panini.
Hmm.
That's why I say high print. I think even if they were to play it safe the way Panini did with Series 1, it's gonna be probably 3x that number for that rollout. I think it's gonna be
I
pretty.
think you're right,
Yeah,
because if you think about when Fortnite cards came out for Panini, Fortnite
yeah,
was still a baby, right? They didn't
yeah.
know that it was going to be around in 5 years, right?
Hmm.
So it makes sense for them to test it out small. They just thought, oh, it's just a video game. Let's do a small one. But now Fortnite's completely different. It's a
Yeah,
cultural icon,
yeah.
right? So the fact that they lost that now, like Topps has it, it's a whole different breed. So I think you're
Hmm.
right. It is going to be different. So does that mean I shouldn't just jump at prices as soon as I see them? Should I
Hmm.
just let them settle a little bit?
Well,
I don't know. I guess it's
it's a
a
scary
scary thing.
it's a scary situation. I think because if I'm being honest, I can't immediately say like yo chill because if Lux is in that set, everything I'm saying is gonna go out the window. So I'm not even gonna say so. Like I understand what you're saying
Yeah,
because if it's certain because let's be real, Lux and Aura is not our only skins that we like, especially the skins that haven't came out yet. It's a lot
yeah.
of those for us. So if I see some of those skins, it's gonna be tough for me to keep my cool. But we are seasoned collectors. We have to understand that. And I'm gonna be honest. I've seen a lot of things over the past uh couple let's say call it 4 years, and even if people gather all those cards, eventually they gonna let them go. So I'm gonna wait it out. I'm
So
gonna
so
just wait it out.
I got 2 things. So, yeah, there's gonna be
Yeah.
more recognition, I agree. So that's
Hmm.
what scares me, is, like, what if you
That is.
mistime it
Yeah.
and then you don't ever get them? And then what JT said here is you gotta be aggressive on the numbered cards, and I agree.
100%.
So, like, if it's a numbered card, I think it's, like, jump at the price that you can afford right away.
Hmm.
Worry about, like, whether you profited later or not. At
Yeah.
least that's how I'm gonna approach it. If it's not numbered, depending on the price, I might wait a bit.
Listen, yeah, that's see, and like what Nate trying to say right here, like that's the balance that I can't wait to watch. Y'all always know that I always say this. Uh I'm a collector and I'm a spectator. And what I mean by I'm not talking about spectating waiting for things to happen. I like seeing how people respond because you've been here. So do you risk we had this conversation in a
Mhm.
different form, but do you risk some of your major cards? Because let's go for your example. Let's say based off the way you collect, right? So let's just say all those hushes behind you were all cracked ice USA. Let's just say that, right?
Yep.
Do you risk two of them to go after some of the lower end, let's say out of fives, out of and this is a hypothetical, y'all. Is that still risky? Because I mean, this is the those are the major sets. Series 1 through series 3 is like as naturally rare and scarce as you can get. Do you risk that for the possibility of getting a low number card?
So,
I think that's what we're gonna see.
well, I'll answer this. Natron says, "Why chase the new stuff? Because I love collecting, and the new stuff is gonna be so exciting. So
Hmm.
that's why I'm gonna chase it."
Hmm.
Um, if I was a pure investor, I was like, yeah, like Series One, like stay focused going after that. But I know me as a fan of Fortnite, when the new ones come out, I'm just gonna want them. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And so if it's a card that I want, I'm gonna go after it regardless.
And a balance is to help what you're saying as well. Whoever your favorite is, let's just go with three, whether it's Jordan, Kobe, or LeBron. You got to have your Jordan, Kobe, or LeBron, but you also may want Shea, Luca, or Anthony Edwards as
Exactly.
well. So it is a balancing factor because I think that the connotation is that hype that's going to be around it is a lot of flippers are going to be in that, especially if it's produced the way we feel it is. And I think that those it's going to be a balancing factor. I do think some people are going to make major mistakes, though. I will say that. I think somebody's going to go a little bit high on the totem pole for a little bit of a numbered rarity,
Hmm.
and they may regret that down the road because I mean, think about it now, bro. We just talked about it. There's cards that we just don't see, and it's not just in series one.
But so here,
It's
let's talk about it in this way. So I was looking at the Garbage Pail Kids, right? And I was doing the math on it, right? And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I was like, these are rare, right?
Yeah.
Like they're actually rare. They're hard to get. You had to buy 4 of these for a chance to get one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was thinking about it. I was like, well, look at a mega box, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So in a Garbage Pail collector's box, right? You get 24 packs. So you'll get a game over card and 1 out of 8. So you get 3 per box versus a mega box, you get 2,
Mm-hmm.
right? And if you're trying to chase a certain card, that's already less chances. And then you have to double the amount of cards you want to get, which is like there's 200, right? So the series 1 mega boxes, cracked ice, are extremely, extremely rare. So I was calling these rare in my head, but then I thought about it, I was like, well,
Mm-hmm.
those
Yeah.
freaking cracked ice crystal shard cards are in my those are freaking ultra rare. Like, so I feel you on that. I think the trick is don't sell, just like don't. It's not either or. Try to do both. You know what I mean? If you can, I'm gonna do
Yeah.
both.
Yeah, I think what you said is true, and I think that the quote to put to what you just said about the comparison of what you see from the Garbage Pail Kid card
Hmm.
and Crystal Shards Cracked Ice is we've been here too long. That's
Yep.
what it is. We've been here too long. We've been within the circulation of Panini Fortnite cards for so long that we kind of forget some of the things that go on, and that's why I do like the Discord. Shameless plug again. I do like the Discord because we see the new collectors in there, and it's like, hold up, I forgot that there is a beginning.
Yeah, they'll say things and then like it'll remind you like they're like
Yeah,
these
yeah,
hollows are really hard to pull. It's
yeah,
like crap. You're right. They are.
yeah.
Real quick, Jordan, if they do, I'm fine with a parallel system.
Hmm.
Like what I consider a parallel system, saying that it's hollow optichrome laser. I'm fine with that. I am not okay with how Garbage Pail Kids does, or any of the tops. You know how they change the border. So I was looking besides the Fortnite ones. I was looking at the other ones, and I pulled one. It was a 1 out of 150. I pulled it in a
Yeah,
pack I bought, and the only thing different is it was like a green paint splashed border
yeah. Hmm.
around the border. That's it. And I
Yeah,
don't like that. I think that's a cop out. It's not that cool to me. It's not that different. And like mine was gray, and then they had a
yeah.
black one.
Hmm.
It like looks like the same. You know what I mean? So I really hope they don't do that, but it sounds like they probably will. I don't know if it's not like completely like really different or a different like actual parallel type crystal shard versus a hollow, then I'm
Hmm.
gonna be less excited about the number ones. I think.
I I agree. No, I agree with you completely. Let me
Yeah.
preference that. What I was gonna say to it is one of those things where we'll probably be in a situation where it's like, dang, this sucks. But dang, I'm not gonna just like completely miss
Yeah.
out. Yeah, it's
Like,
tough.
you
It's
still
tough.
gonna want the here's what I liked about Cornerstones from Panini. So that's the
Yeah.
only one I tried to complete that rainbow for,
Mhm.
is they were the design was completely different color. So it's
Mhm.
literally an actual rainbow, you know what I mean? Not just the border. If it's just the freaking border, what's the point? It's like the same card, in my opinion. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess we'll
No.
see. I mean, I don't wanna
No.
be too picky, but I really hope they do something.
Well, I think it's more so I don't even think you're being picky. I just think it's uncharted territory that we know how it's gonna go. We just hope that it's a little bit more tasteful. Like that's it's just,
Yeah.
like, and to JO's point right here, just talking about, the possibilities of a Renegade Raider or a Midas BK 101. I mean, 1 out of 50s is gonna be crazy. Because the way I think of it is this: they're going to pay attention to what happened with Panini, right? They're going to pay attention to the history of it. It's not that hard. I mean, especially if they develop the right way. And they're going to strike a chord with collectors' hearts by putting some of these cards back in the set,
Mhm.
and those type of things. If they want to, it's going to succeed either way because Fortnite collectors are different. But I wonder how hard they're going to go with kind of pulling on the nostalgia trip of the Panini era.
Yeah, what Jordan and JL are getting at is that there's a tradition with Tops, but Tops got bought by Fanatics, and this is a completely different set. So I'm hoping that they're able to branch out a little bit. So that's what I'm hoping for. I get the Garbage Pail Kids, them doing the same thing that they've been traditionally doing. They have a whole fan base that's already built around that. This
Hmm.
is their chance to either jump onto what Panini did for our fan base or do something a little differently because there is no tradition for these specific cards yet. So I'm
Yeah.
hoping they do something a little different. Like if you look at the I mean they did the border change for the what do you call it? The Netflix series Stranger Things 2.
Stranger Things. Yeah.
But they also did a lot of different other stuff. It wasn't just the same card, like with different names and stuff like that. It was so I think the possibilities are there. I'm just hoping we really like it. I mean, I've been looking at some of the Star Wars stuff, and some of the Star Wars stuff we've been seeing is cool. It's just I'm
Yeah.
not a fan of the border change. That's it. That's the only.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's something that refracted, like you said, like parallels. That's the knockout the park. I would definitely. I won't even understand. I can't even understand what my heart would do if I seen a Lux refractor. I can't process anything like that. So, and it's a whole list beyond that.
Mhm.
Of skins that I would like to see in refractors. But just talking about my main card, I can't imagine that. So I could imagine that a lot of us as collectors are going to have a major moment because even collectors that came in and maybe didn't have a skin, they now have a card. And that's a whole different world
Yeah.
because they may never play the game, but now they have a card. They have a card that they love. So now that pool of who's chasing what goes up 1,000. And then obviously you have the whales that just want the rarer and scarcer things. And that's it's just gonna be a interesting
What I
time.
would like to see, so this garbage pail set that came with
Mhm.
like these were like this was an inside set for the collectors. It was like a
Yeah,
subset.
which
If
is
they do
dope.
Fortnite subsets in like hobby or collectors, that would be kind like if they do a Dark Series subset where you can only pull those cards from a collector's box, that would be kind of cool. I mean, it might drive some people nuts, but that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah, no, it will definitely. Because I think the whole aspect, first of all, I don't know if Fortnite was against it because leakers are leakers. The first thing I would have did was shipped it off to leakers if I was Panini. Like,
Hmm.
because somebody had to do their research. I like we said, we don't know what the guidelines are, but if Fanatics connects with the actual game, and I'm not talking about like what we were talking about before. I'm just talking about when it comes to marketing. So on the next update, right? So let's say for instance, Tuesday is the next major update for this season. Usually a lot of information comes out with that's separate from the actual game updates. If on a Tuesday morning we wake up and it's announced from the leakers, that now you're in the system of how it's supposed to be marketed. Not
Yeah,
that we would want that because it makes it harder, but we do want the Fortnite
we
cards in general to
we want the
grow.
hobby to grow. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
100%. Now, what I'm more excited about is actual Epic Games talking about it.
Right, yeah.
Like, because that's kind of what they do with the comics, right? They
Mhm.
intertwined it into the freaking thing, which I doubt they'll do, but I guess we had to depend on leakers at that point.
Yes, and speaking of comics, not to switch conversations, but me and Dylan was talking before this. I think with the cancellation of this, I love Marvel, I love DC. I would like just solo. I would just like Fortnite comics. I am at that point. I know it's not gonna happen
We were
anytime
at that
soon,
point
but
since zero point.
yeah, bro, it's just I get
Just
it.
because that one is canceled doesn't mean that they have to stop comics, right? So,
Right,
like, I want
right,
more comics. We can get back on that subject. Brent,
yeah,
yes. Um, long story short, because like I know people hate it when I repeat myself, but I know not everyone watches every
yeah,
video.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So we
yeah.
did a whole video on this on YouTube. I reached out to Epic Games' VP or what do you call it of I'm blanking on the title
Of
now.
marketing.
It
I
was
forgot.
of God dang it, products and is something. Anyway, he's
Yeah.
head of like all the products that they do, and he confirmed that Fortnite Trading Cards is not over and not done yet. They just didn't have anything to announce just yet. And if you go to the Fanatics website under brands for trading cards, it's listed as a partner for trading cards. They are
Mhm,
also listed into the thank you product development or something like that. So it's also listed into the legal action from Panini towards no, towards Fanatics. They
mhm.
listed the stuff that they were trying to steal, and they mentioned Fortnite. So
Yeah.
yes, there'll be more cards. We just don't know when. Brent.
And
Long story short, Tiggy,
you
TLDR.
man, it's gonna be an interesting transition. We were just talking about this before as well. Just how we legit have had nothing for a very long time. Like, I
Yeah,
mean,
I know. It's like
it's it's
series
crazy.
series 3 came out right when we were really starting off
Starting,
with our
yeah.
podcast. Yeah.
Mhm. And then, what I mean, pretty much, what was it, like, a couple months later, was that no, it was a while later. It was the next year that the comics came out, right? Or was it within that time? I can't even remember anymore.
Dude, I can't remember either. It's been a minute
Yeah,
though.
it was
I
something like that.
Yeah,
I
they
was like,
definitely came out either I think they had to have come out after series 3.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know how long after, but, either way, it's been a while, but I would just love for them to just like, so for instance, Midas Midas has everything to have his own comic run. He
Mhm.
has everything for that. Like, I mean, because here's the thing, I don't know if
Like
you
his
noticed.
origin. We need his
Yeah,
origin, like where he
his
came from.
origin.
I mean, that's like anyone they can write to anybody, to any of these
Yeah,
characters.
yeah.
But if they are going to do movies down the line about these characters,
Mhm.
right? Just like Marvel did and stuff like that, they have to start building up the hype and the fan base so people understand it when the shows and movies come out. So, with that said, they need to put the legwork in and start developing those characters, and the best way to do that is through the comics.
Did you see they gave the nod to Donald Mustard, on the map? They did the, Midas with the glasses.
Oh
They
no,
did
I
the
didn't.
mi
I didn't
yeah,
see
yeah,
it.
so but even with that, Wynn has been doing amazing, and with him doing as good as he is, I just want them to do their own, bro, because, like, it's if you think about how many characters, not skins anymore, how many characters are connected to Midas' story, it's like he I mean, it would be the best thing. Like, at first, I wanted to see, the Fox Clan. I can't wait. I mean, but that's a
Mhm.
biased thing because I like Drift. It's Midas, bro. That it has to start there. It has to. I just think it has so much there. I mean, obviously, you can start with the 7 and IO,
It's I
but,
think I think it's
you know,
either oh, so I guess there's 3 there. I think it's the
yeah.
7,
Mhm.
Jonesy,
Yes,
or
which would be
Midas.
amazing. Yeah.
I think those are the 3. Although I think the 7 got their comics, Jonesy got some comics.
Mhm.
I think Midas needs some kind of time to shine. Um, th-
Man,
that that would be that would be that would be killer. I know JT would be all over it.
listen, I know some of y'all probably seen it as well. We do the show, so I had to. I'm just comment watching when they released the Floor is Lava Midas trailer. I'm just comment watching. I'm just looking at him. I'm just looking at him for like 30 minutes, right? The amount of excitement for Midas just coming back alone was
Hmm.
insane. Like, and it's like that's their guy. That's their, like, Midas is, in context of popularity, that's Spider-Man, bro. Like, people want it.
So,
It's crazy.
do you think that Epic Games brought Midas back this season just because of how popular he is, or just because it coincidentally relates to the gods
Your
and him
mind
being
is
Midas?
your mind is kinda insane. They dropped a survey asking that question. They
Oh,
dropped
did
this
they?
they
Okay.
dropped it, so to kind of flip what you said, the survey they released was, it had a whole bunch of questions, and it was asking pretty much what what made you excited about this season? Was it because Midas returned? Was it because so they were asking
Hmm.
those pretty much very similar questions. Uh and to your point, with them asking that, I think it was a part of, like, okay, we're going into Greek mythology. We can roll Midas right into this
Yeah.
perfectly seamlessly. To your point though, I do wonder if the conversation between the transition of Donald Mustard coming out and Wynn coming in was who stays a part of the story. I wonder if that was the case, and at least to start off the resurgence of it, or
So
I
like,
wonder what that was.
so you're probably thinking like Midas isn't going nowhere.
Right.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is a good thing because if you think about all the things that Donald Mustard has said in his secret videos,
Yeah.
Midas is one of those ones that he had big plans for, and like he did the
Hmm.
whole secret one. He's like, "Don't worry, Midas hasn't gone away anywhere."
Yeah. Yeah.
At least that's still good. So we couldn't like kind of like guess that if that's true, and they
Mm.
believed in that part that Donald Mustard was thinking about, there's
Yeah.
probably other aspects that they're keeping as well, like the seven.
Hmm.
Um, so I actually think that them keeping up with this Midas thing is a good sign for, like Richard said, hearing more about the seven and the IO.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
Maybe they gotta give him more time to figure out how to roll that out.
Yeah, because I wonder if I don't know if you like. I know neither one of us have really been able to play the game the way we usually do. I did play a couple games the other day, and I just noticed that. Remember how I was always complaining about how like the aspect of having to be on the map playing a low level game just to understand the storyline. Like if you're playing competitively, you're just not going to pay attention to the
Yeah,
storyline and press all those
that's
things.
me.
Like, it's just not a thing, bro. It's not a
Yeah.
thing. The fact that they have that storyline aspect on the side and obviously those things, it just changes everything. I wonder if that's something that somebody else noticed that may not have been up for change at that time, but it does feel a little different. It feels a little bit more realistic for gamers that just want to follow the storyline, but also play at competitive levels.
Yeah, because that's definitely me. It's like I go in, I play, and I don't even pay attention to the
Yeah.
storyline or anything like that. I had to depend on people like updating me. It's like, oh, did you talk to this person? I had to watch a
Yeah.
video. I'm like, oh,
Yep.
okay, so you talked to them. Yeah, I
Hmm.
get that. So I
Yeah.
rather like just like separate it. Me
Yes.
personally, like
Yeah.
that's what was great about the comics was reading it. It was like enjoying it in a whole different way.
Hmm.
That's what I'm gonna like about the shows and movies because I'm a big like movies and shows. I'll put on a movie and show
Yeah.
where I work, and so
Hmm.
I can't wait for those days.
Yeah.
But like going to do the quests and stuff in game, that's hard for me. That's hard for me to pay attention to.
Cause when would you even, and I know other people that's their thing. I'm just trying to figure out when I would even do that. Like I don't
Hmm.
like because you have to like let's be real, you have to dedicate like 5 games. Like if for instance, like let's say you waited to the end of the season, you gotta dedicate like 5 games to even do those quests to hear
Yeah.
those type of things. It's an interesting dynamic that they did with that, but
Well,
I
and
do understand why they did it.
I'm glad they do it though, because
Yeah.
people go through and do them. So
Hmm.
I'm glad they do it. It's just not my thing. So like
Yeah.
I want like a recap.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's interesting, man. I know time gets away from us, so let's go to recent pickups. Let's see what people have been picking up lately. I think
Okay,
that'll
maybe.
be yeah, that'll be ideal. But yeah, I'm while Dylan's pulling that up, I'm excited for all of these things. I think the next update is gonna be insane as well. That the cut scene for Midas felt like a breath of fresh air just because I feel like it was super simple, but it looks and feels a lot different from what we got over the past year and some change. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty fun.
Let me scroll all the way up here. We did it. We did them last week, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So I don't have to worry
yeah,
about those.
yeah. While you still scrolling on that, Malhai, me too. Like you know how me and Black Ash is probably he Black Ash goes even deeper into some of the fringe players and players on the come up. But I would like for it to be more exciting as well. I think they can do it. I think this is that I think we're still like 2 more years away from them really pulling a major trigger. Uh, but I can say that it seemed like the global championship was interesting, and I think that this next one, I
Hear me
can't wait
out.
till it's announced. Let
Hear
me hear
me
you.
out.
Let me hear you.
Hear me out. Okay. So imagine that we keep the visuals how we are without first person mode, right?
Okay.
Imagine though, as viewers,
Hmm.
we see it in first person mode, and
Ah,
that
that's interesting.
that would be kind of
That's
crazy with
interesting.
those graphics or whatever.
Yeah,
If they
yeah,
can do, if they're building a UFE and like you can keep it like, because I like the game mode like from above, like how you play, but
yeah,
like for viewership, like that might be like watching an action movie,
yeah.
and people might actually enjoy that.
That's interesting. No, that isn't. That could be interesting. That's something.
I That would be because
I'm not mad at
like
that.
Black Ash was saying, it looks like a movie. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So like if they could do that and switch the view for like the viewership people, that'd
Hmm.
be kind of crazy. And we know they can do crazy things with the views because they do it when they broadcast and stuff.
Yeah.
So
You
I don't
know.
know. That would be pretty epic. I don't think anything's off the table, guys. So
No.
if anybody can figure out, they can. All
Hmm.
right, so we got a velocity here. I still think that this is Renegade Raider, but
Yeah, because I mean it's technically the same. I get what you're getting at. You're
yeah,
thinking that it is a part of the Renegade Raider variants. That's
yeah,
interesting.
because of just because if you look at her and you look at like the things she's wearing, they got the goggles and stuff like that. Um, because like you remember in the 0 point, Batman's
Hmm.
outfit changed. Like I
Hmm.
feel like this is how this is how Renegade Raider got to the island. This is what she showed up as. Because if you look in the Zero Point comics, when she goes back to her world, the first thing you see are fighter planes and things.
Mhm. So
So
you think her and Raptor is from the same world?
yeah, I think they're from the same world, and she came like that. But like over time, just like Batman, her outfit got destroyed and stuff like that, and got modified. Um, but that's just my theory. I don't know. I used to have one. I don't have one anymore. Um, I still think it's pretty strong. So whoop, there it is. Look, I hope that works out for you. King has some fire Italy shards,
Yeah,
I believe.
triple threat right there, man. You
I
know, that's
know. I like the
Love
hunting
Ranger,
rifle.
Chomp Senior, Ember. Shout out to season 8 right there.
Ooh, a
Woo.
PSA 10. You see, every time we see the difference, these USA shards hit, man.
Hmm.
No borders. You know what, Tops? No border at all. That's Forget
Good
the
luck with
borders.
that. Good luck with
No
that.
borders, Tops. Okay. I want you to try to be
Uh,
creative and no borders. I know that's
good
not gonna
luck with
happen,
that.
but so they got the
Oh,
10 hollow foil and the crystal shard. Let's go, Brian. All right. Matthew Fair. Okay, we're gonna have to
I'm
look
gonna
into
just
this one.
I'm
God
gonna say
dang.
though, I'm gonna say this real quick. That pump drum gun in the OG seasons was lethal back then. The original
Hmm.
drum gun with the pump, yeah, that was pretty crazy. That was pretty crazy. I remember
I don't
that.
know that like we just got better and the drum gun's not as good, or
I think that's the case.
yeah, I think that's the
It's
case
easy
too.
to counter.
It's
It's
easy to counter
very,
now, but back in the
yeah.
day, it just seemed so deadly. I don't know if it got nerfed or what. This is a fire lineup.
The
My
girls,
favorites are Suki here, Focus, Sparkplug. These two. Is there anyone? I don't like her, although that's
my
a good card.
my number one out of all of this is Instinct. Then it will have to be Focus Jules. Instinct is number one for me. That first of all, the fact that she has not gotten another style drives me nuts, bro, because she deserves it. She deserves a stealth style like Reflex, even though that was for for the Nvidia
Hmm.
members. But man, I need a black and red, a black and red, a minty style, something of
Minty
Instinct.
styles
That's
go fire, man.
it's
I hope we get
bro.
some minty styles with the tops
Yeah,
cards, man. A
yeah.
minty, a minty style focus would be crazy.
You
Mile
know,
High said, Mile High said, pump.
Paul.
I'm not pumping anything, guys. All right, let's see. Matthew Ferris has a Italy PSA 10. Dude, you get all the 10s. Yo, oh, by
Yeah.
the way, somebody in the Facebook group posted their Italy return, and oh my gosh, so many 10s. They
Oh
got
yeah.
two PSA 10 Renegade Raiders. Now, no offense, I think they were a little generous on his. I was looking at it a little bit. I think that grader was a
I
little generous.
I think one out of two. I think one of
Yeah,
them
one out of
looked
two.
pretty. Yeah, one of them looked pretty good. The other one,
It had white at the bottom center and the corner. So I
yeah.
think he escaped that one through. He had a generous. It definitely was not Darth
But
Grader. But
and
yo,
that's
shout out to you for getting those through, man.
yeah.
That's legendary. So he got two PSA 10 Renegade Raiders. It's pretty crazy.
Bro, it's can I say something with that real quick? Because we talk about and I'm not talking about the Midas laser this time. I'm talking about the Midas crack dice. I just want to bring this out here, y'all. Y'all know I pay attention to this very closely. Bro, there has not been another Midas crack dice that popped up in the pop report for over 4 weeks now. That's pretty interesting. Don't I know a lot of people still have them stashed to the side. I understand this, but Midas was going at a crazy rate for a year and a half straight. He
Hmm.
slowed down a whole lot. Obviously, I think we all can agree that we probably feel like it's around 500 of these. That seems like a comfortable number, but who knows? It's
I
gonna be
think
interesting to see.
Series 3 ripping probably has slowed down too.
Yeah, even
So
though the
that's probably.
price is pretty similar,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
really
It's
a
just
major
like
difference.
no one's coming into the hobby because they haven't released more products. So I
Hmm.
think that's the issue. But like, so maybe when we release a new product, we might see those start to come back up
Come
again.
back,
Maybe.
yeah.
Is that why Wayne is unloading his Renegade Raiders? I didn't know he was, but maybe.
Did you?
I
Oh, you
don't
didn't see
know.
the post? You didn't see the post?
No, I've been so busy at work, guys. I've barely seen the posts.
Yeah,
Um,
he
I
put
only
them
saw
all
the
up for.
Renegade Raider one because Sven so graciously tagged me in it. Um,
He put them all up for sale, bro.
all of them? How many? For how much?
Over 100. I think it's like 100 or close to 100 slabs. And I think he got like another 100 raw.
Hmm. For 10K? Oh, I don't know if that's unloading. 10K. That sounds like profiting. I don't know if that's unloading or not.
Good point.
That's a steep price. Yeah.
By the way, I think somebody. I'm glad we landed on this picture because I think somebody said it last week, but I was still searching ridiculously. The Renegade, I mean the Blaze reminds me of the 1948 Leaf set for baseball. That's the one it
Mm.
reminds me of. I mean, and it just makes me love this Blaze card that much more, bro. It gives that vintage look. Uh, man, I think it'll be
I like it.
crazy. Yeah, it's dope.
I like the framing of it. Yeah, it's pretty dope. It's still a sticker, but it's really good.
I don't think that matters. I don't think that
You
matters.
don't think it matters?
Nah. If see this the way I see it. I get it, but the way I see it is I think in my opinion, if it's slabbable, I'll let it go. If it can be slabbed, if it looks good slabbed, and I think that's where you can like this one is very specific when it comes to a sticker though, to your point. Like you can see the line, but it don't bother me. It don't bother me. I think it's just a part of the story.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. I do know that this is a fire sticker right here at the top. I saw some people saying they didn't understand that it was missing the legs. I kind of wish Pink Gold Trooper did this
Yeah, yeah.
because I
That would be
do
a
really like that.
that would be a chase. Honestly, that would be a chase. If Pink Goo Trooper was like Blaze, that would be a heavy chase. Like I
Yeah,
mean, her that way as well is still one, but I really like the way the Blaze card is set up. First of all, who are all the skins that's like this? I haven't looked deep into the gold frame.
I haven't either, and I'm gonna have to do with how
Yeah,
much attention it's getting. I'm gonna have to do a checklist of the stickers.
good problem to have.
It's a good problem to have. All right, whoever has a complete set of stickers, please hit me up. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go in and do a lot of research. So,
Yeah,
stickers are no, these are their first appearances. I do agree with that.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I like the way
There
the
you go.
borders are in
Like,
this one. That's a good point. Um,
I don't. I think you're talking about the border parallel aspect of it.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the part that I don't like. It's not like the design of
yeah.
the card. It's just I don't like you changing one tiny aspect of it and then giving it 1 out of 25. It's just like no.
Even though
So
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind it on that. I, I have a love hate. If on my end, I have a love hate relationship with the border aspect because I feel like, put it this way, uh, I think of people like AD collector, Aaron Donald collector, Nick. Uh, Aaron Donald just retired. That's why he first popped up into my mind. But when you see his set laid out and it's kind of like that, where it's just
yeah,
a border change, it does look good together. But
yeah,
separate is where it's weird. Like that's that. So it's
yeah.
a weird
Separa's where it's
situation.
weird, weird. Yeah, I
Yeah,
get that. I don't know,
it's a
but
weird situation.
here's the other thing though, is each Fortnite character has a specific color that resonates with it. Would you agree?
Say it again.
And that's why each Fortnite character, like Pink Ghoul Trooper, has like the pink background.
Mhm.
Red Jay got red and stuff like that,
Right.
right? So then, if you change the color border, it kind of messes that up. It's not as good as like with like real people, right? That you can kind of
Yeah.
change.
Yeah.
I feel like it will not be as good for Fortnite
So
characters.
and then that's when it comes into play of the actual rare ones, like the 101s out of fives, and then you have the one that may be high, but it's the color match.
Yeah,
So
like
you may have
the
yeah,
pink
yeah,
Ghoul Trooper. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I can see
yeah,
that. Um,
yeah.
Centering does become harder with borders. So I know for the stickers here, one of my favorite ones I got was the dark. I'm blanking on all names today, guys.
Yo, it be like that, bro.
My
It
my
be like
my
that.
brain is fried from all this 3 a.m. Dark Scully. So you can see it in my dark room here. It's
Yeah,
very off centered, the most
yeah,
off centered I've ever seen. Um, so I'm unfortunate. I don't like the fact that it got like that, but I did that does make it harder. Although these ones look clean. These look way better than mine
yeah.
for in terms of like centering.
Yeah, no, Inky bro has a great point right here. He says when Fortnite has more of a presence at card shows, you will get more collectors. Not everyone is on social media, YouTube, etc. From what I've seen, the fact that there hasn't been a print in 3 years is part of the problem, and I agree with that 100% because even to his point, even when it was in circulation, so let's go with when Series 3 was released, it's just hard for people to even know that these exist. Like that's what like Mike from which is from our Discord as well. He talks about like the Twitter side. Twitter is such a unique place, and it's like it has a major card presence, but the Fortnite presence is not major there either. So to Inky Bruh's point, it's just time, really. It's time.
Yeah, no, I agree. And the fact that there's no print run, of course, is a big
Yeah.
that's what brings people in, right? It's like a
Hmm.
new set and there's more fun. And like that if the more new sets that come out, the
Yep.
people who are in the hobby have more to do,
Yeah.
right? And so there's more interaction and it just really helps the hobby stay healthy. Without that, people come, they finish their stuff, and then they go and do something else. And then it feels a little dead.
Yeah.
They just completed it, and so they're ignoring it for a while. Look at the Facebook group, over 3,000 members. There's
Hmm.
only 100 people, maybe 150 people even
I agree.
active at
No,
a time.
legit, legit. Yeah.
And those people, to the credit, over the time they've changed. I've been here for a long time watching this,
Hmm.
and one or two or three people come in who are super active, and
Yep.
then a lot of them feed out, and then a couple more come in who are super active, and then a lot of them feed out.
It's a filtering system. Like that's a great point. Like I think both of us could think of multiple different times throughout the past couple years where it was like a group of people that was extremely active, haven't heard a thing from in 2 years easily, and it just kind of keeps ebb and flowing that way.
Yeah, exactly. And so as soon as a new set comes out, it's gonna really, especially if they do more than one set a year.
Yeah.
Garbage Pail Kids, they do more than one set a year.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
think about that. We haven't got one in 3 years.
Yeah.
Imagine two a year.
See, and I'll be honest, I'm glad that Fanatics, hypothetically speaking here for anybody that feels that this is still not the case, but love that Fanatics and Tops is taking over just so we have more cards. I will say that's why I did want Upper Deck in that aspect, because the faction breakup that they do with Marvel cards fits Fortnite so well. Like the multiple different types of sets that can come out and
Mhm.
things like that. Like you could kind of see the blueprint there. I'm just excited to see what the blueprint will be for Tops. But that is the original reason why I wanted Upper Deck.
Yeah, Richard said they do 4 sets, sometimes 5 sets a year.
That's crazy.
That's insane. That would mean they would have to use some crazy different types of art. Man, these
What
hollows are popping. I like it with that background. Those
like
got to
e-
be Brazil. Those got to be Brazil
yeah.
hollows.
Like honestly, think of this. What if at one point they had they have enough skins already where if they wanted to, it'd be a full anime art insert, things like that. They can do anything,
That would
bro.
be
Like it's like,
crazy.
oh
Yeah.
man,
They
man.
could they that would be crazy. So if they do like I said earlier, like the Garbage Pail Kids did with like special sets between the boxes, or like if they do
Yeah,
three release and everyone has like a special set inside, that'd be kind of insane, to be honest. Ooh, you got a peely. You're
that
killing it
joint
with
looks
these Brazils.
crazy. That Brazil hollow looks insane. Yo, I have
It
somebody brought
almost
this
looks like
up.
an Optichrome
It does.
without the outline.
The way the hollow looks, it does look like
Hmm.
the Optichrome hollow. It does.
Yeah, that joint's clean. Oh, Natron, man.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
he went
chill.
crazy. He
All right,
went crazy.
first of all, I told you guys I've been working like crazy, and I haven't been paying attention to the posts. Not that I have any money available to buy, but I saw some Tyler selling some cards in the Facebook group. Did you see those?
Yes, yes, I did.
And then I saw the Chaos Agent go for 150. I don't know what he's valued at, but I would have bought it if I had the cash.
Yeah.
To be honest, for a 9. This 10 goes hard though.
Oh, bro, Chaos Agent with the black suit with the red
Yeah, that's
background is
clean. That's clean.
insane, bro. It's insane.
And this
Insane.
this photo is insane.
Yeah, yeah.
I used
The
to have an used to have I think I sold mine. Wait, I should have kept mine. It was an SGC though. Anyway, I need a raw one. I need to rip some Series 2 megas. Some
Series
more.
2, bro. Series 2, man. Series 2 is a different beast. I like it. It's in a weird place right now because I think genuinely not investment advice. I think it's undervalued, especially what you can get out of it. But that's a whole nother conversation.
Yo, Natron with these 10s is just like hitting. Ooh, and a dark bomber too.
Dark Bomber.
Now, Natron's the
That's
one
the
who was
crazy.
saying earlier, I believe, that he's like, just forget the new sets, focus on Series 1. I can see
Yeah.
what he's doing here. Yeah,
Look
I
at
know
do
you
you
do,
see
Dill.
this? Dynamo, bro.
Yeah, in a
Yo,
10,
that's
that ain't easy,
crazy.
guys. That's not easy. Dill over here wants to rub it in. I was like, I shouldn't have sold my Chaos Agent. I think I sold it to you for under 100, right, Dill? I believe, or at 100, something like that. I wish I still had it. I would crack it and resub it to tag if I
Oh, the
did.
Skull Trooper, bro. My goodness. The
Jeez.
Skull Trooper.
All right, this is it. We have to interview Natron next.
Yeah,
Like get on
yeah, we gotta get Natron on there, bro.
Natron, get on the books with Rob for an interview,
Come
man.
on, bro.
We got to talk about your collection here, man, because that's insane.
Bro, that Omega. Oh my goodness.
Like this is like you've got like Rob's dream cards up here.
Yeah, literally, literally. That's the next wave of my Grail cards right there.
I mean, you got to interview Bobby too, but
That's a definite.
that's a definite right there. Another 9 for Oro. The one did
Yeah.
10 pop, but not for this one. Actually, wait, that gold goes crazy with him.
Bro, I'm trying to
With
tell you,
Yonder,
yo,
yeah.
Yonder drink look crazy. They
It does look crazy. I mean,
so,
still, it's
so
not a
you know
great
what?
skin in my opinion.
No, I rock with
But
Yonder heavy. But to your point though, what's crazy about this is on scans, you can see the depth of the cracked ice on series 2. Like it's like
mhm.
overlay. Crystal shards is an overlay, but the depth on series 2 cracked ice is
It's
it
almost
looks
like they're like
really good.
stacked and stacked on
Yeah,
stacked.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's crazy. It's
that's
crazy.
true. Especially when you can see it like that. Yeah. Oof, I see some cards I
Oh
like here. This is
man. Yo, man.
dang, that's nasty.
That's Zadie, bro. Oh my god, the auras. Then you got the Optichrome Tigers.
Oh my gosh. I hate you guys posting all this fire. Like I just want to get some more cards. You're making me look at my pitiful collection behind
Did you
me.
see Kari brought this up? Did you see what Wildcard did, bro, in auction?
No, I watched all these cards that were being auctions, and Rob, we just dropped a lot of money. Rob
Yeah.
and I dropped a lot of money on the THC website, and I was watching all these shards go up for auction, and I'm just like,
Uh,
I think it was Richard like messaged me. He's like, "Yo, wild card in here." I think it was Richard. He did that.
yeah.
He tagged me in it. 835.
Raw.
Wow,
Raw.
835 for now. Okay, something's going on here, guys, because
It is.
the last week, guys, you were like, "Oh, those were shill bid." Those were all legendary cards.
Good
The
point.
legendary cards are doing crazy, crazy prices right now, which I don't know what the unlegendary ones are. But if we did a price comparison, somebody's putting up big money for these legendary cards, and maybe
Hmm.
they're not paying attention to what we've been saying for years is that doesn't necessarily matter. But hey, you pick wild card, that matters, so you're doing fine. But maybe you're getting some steals on the other ones.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. It's looking real interesting out here. I mean, we're not exaggerating when we're saying this, especially if you're new here. If you're happen, like Dunn said, we have to mention if you're new here and you're listening and you're not commenting, there's cards that we have not seen honestly in a year, some a year and a half. And when
Two
they pop
years,
up,
3 years.
yeah, it's crazy,
And
bro.
if we did
It's
see it, we only saw it for 30 seconds before it was sold.
yeah,
I have a
yeah.
card I've been looking for a long time, and it sold overnight, and then I still haven't seen it. So this is the first time I've seen it in years.
And to JT's point, that wild card looks like a 10. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, you can't see it and you don't see it in person, things like that. But that 10 was clean.
Mile High's over here trying to like just cut up all the rare cards, and then so there's only legendaries that are. Come on now.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
All right, so let's
Yeah,
go.
this is a beautiful picture. That's a
Yeah, no,
beautiful
I
picture right
was
there.
leaving on here for a second. I think
Yeah,
we
yeah,
missed
that's
this one. We got a Manic, also
manic
very hard to gem.
hard.
Although, man, the Chaos Agent joint, that red, I don't know if it's
That
just a
red is different.
filter.
No, no, the
It's
red is
different.
different.
Oh
It's
my gosh,
different.
that's different. Hey, hey Dill, let me get that. Let me get that Chaos Agent back. Let me. Can we get like so? Can we do like a trade backs? All right, 5. Oh wait, is that what he said? Let me read that real quick. 5 mega openings. Let's see what you got here.
Okay. Phoenix is an interesting
Oof,
one. I know that
one of my favorites. Ooh, like that one. And you got an Ice Queen.
yo,
I
JL, how you feel about that Ice Queen? You think it's gonna get a 10?
Yo, the back I think is way better than the front. Like
Easily.
the back killed it. You
Easily.
got Kit Bash too.
Yeah,
I
easily.
think you made out on the back, to be honest.
Nah,
I
nah, nah. That's a good seller right there, Dan. We good. We good. That's a good seller. Yeah.
That's
No,
that's
that's
messed up. Although I will say I did buy a card
I've had
that
that before,
that came with no penny sleeve in a top loader,
bro.
an Optichrome in a top loader with no penny sleeve. I put that joint at giant scratch. I messaged the seller and they were really nice and they just refunded me. No complaints,
Yeah.
no nothing. They said just keep the card and they refunded me. So shout out to them. Great. I gave them 5-star reviews.
You ever
But dang, that hurt me. I was about to ready to pop off. I was like, can't believe it. So I had to buy a new one because I'm trying to get the 10 and I get this
Yeah.
new one in and it has like a blemish on it. So I'm like, third time's a charm. Let me go back to looking.
Have you ever got a USA Hollow raw inside of an envelope?
Yeah. Oh, raw? No.
Raw, bro.
Inside of an
I like,
envelope?
yo, listen, I got it in the mail. This was 2021. I got it in the mail. I say, God, please don't let this be what I think it is. And it was. It was an
Oh, you
Omega
guys,
Hollow
I don't know which
in
one
the
to pick.
envelope, bro.
Richard says he had 3 hollows jammed into a top loader, no sleeve. And then Daniel says, I got one today, no penny sleeve, was loose with a piece of wrapper.
Man, it'd be wild out here, bro.
Dude, no, I believe it. So one time, one of my favorite Series 1 cards, right?
Yeah.
It's the Valkyrie.
Yep.
Hollow. I get it. And has this giant white gash in it, right? And I messaged the seller and I was like, dude, this has a giant thing in it. And then he goes, you should check the pictures. I go, and he had the flash on, and the flash hit right where the white spot was supposed to
Where the
be.
white spot?
I
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
yeah, that dude did not, he was like, return it and all this stuff. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, just forget it. I still have that
Man.
joint just to remind me that some people suck.
No, that
So
joint, that joint is crazy, bro. Like that was my first Omega Hollow, bro. And I just knew, like, back then you was getting like 5 to 6 packages a week, right? Maybe
yeah.
more. And I'm like, this can't be the one I'm thinking of, bro. I carefully opened it up. I'm like, maybe it just feels like it's not in the top loader. Bro, that joint was a raw in there, bro. Just terrible. Terrible.
I don't know
But
what some I don't know what some people are thinking. Like and like if you've seen like a $3, $4, $5 card, okay, I'll let it
yeah,
slide.
yeah.
If I spend more than $20 on a card and like you put 2 cards on the top, actually these came like that.
I bet they did.
They did. They both came in one top. They both have penny sleeves, but they came
Yeah.
in one top loader. And I was like, I spent like what did I say, $24 for together for these. I was like, you
Mhm.
couldn't like go for like 2 top loaders for $24. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Ivy.
Oh, we got Jolly. Is that
Oh,
Jolly Jammer?
yeah.
I think that's the right one. And then
Pretty good.
Ruin.
Rowan, yeah, that's my card. Season 8 right there, man. Season 8 nostalgia.
You got your jump shot there.
Yep.
I don't know why I hate this card so much. Star Spangled
You
Ranger.
don't like you don't like her?
No, I can't stand this card. I don't know why. I feel like it's just like if I pulled this, I'd be pissed. I don't know. I just not a fan. Same thing with Scorpion. Not a fan. Actually, I hate this one too. How do you feel? How do you
Yeah,
feel about this
that
Jonesy card?
I don't like the skin, but it does remind me of that location we was talking about near
No,
Welling
that's
Woods.
true. That's true.
Yeah, that's the only thing I
These are
I
just my
really like about that
preferences.
one.
I was talking about if it's in my collection, guys. I'm
Yeah,
not talking about the cards exactly. But
yeah,
damn, these are some rough grades though. We got 6, 6, 7, and 8.
yeah.
Sheesh.
I like the Scorpion skin because it reminds me of that came out. I think it came out in season 1, chapter 5. I think, and
Mm-hmm.
it always remind me of like that Paradise Palms, man. It's a couple skins that remind me of Paradise Palms.
Is it just me, or is like her face really close?
Yes, yeah. It almost looked like it's like just coming
Why
out
is
the
it so
card a
much?
little
Why
bit.
is it so much bigger than the rest? Like her arm is as big as like their whole body.
You know how Panini did on series 1, bro. Is that even a question?
Yeah, that's true. All right, now got the Lux Hollow. That's fire right there. I gotta get my Hollow game up a little bit.
Man, yeah, I got
No,
a hollow.
this is AKA
Yo,
Brian, so he has to
dang.
post these.
The Ragnarok Brazil looks crazy. It looks
Man, a
crazy.
4? Sheesh. This must be surface damage.
It gotta be.
It's gotta be surface
It
damage.
gotta
We
have
got
like
an
that
8.
fingernail indentation or something.
We got the Optichromes.
Them oddies,
Yo,
bro.
I don't know if Kari is here. We did a deal. We gotta get my. We're gonna be subbing some Optichromes soon.
Sweet, sweet.
I'm excited to see these. And you got that blue one.
Man,
I'm not even a
Crystal.
fan of Crystal, but that blue, I love that blue. I wish Hush's blue was dark like that.
No, no, Hush's blue is perfect, bro.
Is
With
it?
her, yeah, yeah, Hush's blue is perfect. I think that makes the card honestly, like her pose and then that blue in the back. Yeah, that's fire. But Crystal always reminds me of I got my first Crystal for $14, bro. I remember that. That's
I'm
insane.
gonna have to look for my Hushy. I was just looking at maybe it is perfect. Maybe I'm thinking about a different card that's too light.
Yo, but you wanna know what's crazy about the Crystal uh that I got for $14?
Hmm.
It was not a buy it now or best offer. That was an auction.
It was a crystal.
Cracked ice. It was an auction I got for
This was way
$14.
back when, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
was the era where those
So if
sweatskins
you
are being
guys are
looked
new
over.
here, way back when people were not buying popular skins for some reason, and
Yeah.
like I was buying auras for $20.
Man, them
Um,
Manics and crystals and oh my goodness, it was
yeah,
crazy.
the good times, man. When Ice Queen was going for like 5x aura, oof. Same thing with Crystal.
And links at that point. I mean, if
I
you
was
want to
so
compare,
focused. I was yeah, links too, man. I was so
yeah,
focused like on aura and links and stuff. I wasn't even paying attention to the rest. I wish I
yeah,
was.
for sure.
What's up, Kari? I'm glad you're here. Sorry, man. I've been so busy, Kari. I'm gonna talk to you about getting those shipped out, man. Same thing with the giveaways from the last one. I've just been going crazy. Yo, Colton with the 10 here. I believe
Bro.
this is one of his chase cards.
Mm-hmm.
So like one of his top two chase cards. So congrats to you.
Bro, I'm telling y'all, if y'all have not seen this card in person, this is one of the best aesthetic cards. Like just eye appeal.
It would look
Oh
better
man,
in a
it's
tag
crazy.
slab.
Stop it. No, I'm not gonna front.
Oh, here
Tag
we
slabs are
go. Here we
fire,
go,
bro.
Jesper. All right, so he posted these. Here are the tins. So let me see if I can find. This is the one that looked really clean.
Mm-hmm.
It looked really clean. I think this is the one. So like, there's a little
It's
bit of
not
white right.
terrible though.
It's not
It's
terrible. It's
it's
not
not. It's
terrible.
not. It's clean, bro.
It is
It's
clean.
for what we've
Maybe that's
seen.
just a picture.
Yeah, for what we've seen from
Oh
Renegades.
yeah. I mean, I'm not mad at it being 10. I was just
Yeah.
saying this one, other one was cleaner. But dang, to get two tens in one order, that's insane.
And then Wayne put the whole collection up for sale.
And yeah, Wayne was like, all right, time to backtrack
Yeah.
here. No, I think Renegade Raider tens are still gonna be great. I think that's a great ad. Um, I'm gonna send some more into tag, and I bet you they're not gonna 10. I'm just saying.
Man,
I
listen.
actually, you know what? I hope the 10 prices go down to my level where I can buy them again.
Mhm.
Because I'd keep them to be honest.
They jump too fast in my opinion. But yeah.
Oh no, they
Yeah.
definitely jumped way too
Yeah.
fast to whatever they were doing. But I mean, we
Not
say that, but we don't really know because if new collectors come in, who knows what could happen? Like the hobby is so small,
yeah.
and we don't know how much products out there. I will say the longer it takes for people to start like grading these, the less
Mhm.
there will be eventually, just because they're not going to hold up.
Yeah, but Black Ash, it was all of them though, bro. It was every renegade, pretty much from what I know, every renegade that he had. Renegade Raider, that is. Renegade is an actual skin, so I have to stop doing that.
So this is his like full return here. Like he killed it, man. Whoever his grader is, like I want. I mean, actually, I mean the cards look clean. So, but I still
Yeah.
wish I got his grader
That Dark Bomber, man.
because it's not easy to gem these Italies, man. So he made out, man.
Rex.
Like let me tell you, this right here is
Mhm.
not an easy grade. Hollow or base Gold Troopers do
In
not grade well
in any print.
in
Any
any
print.
print. So he
In
got this
any print.
all in one. I think this was they said this was his first sub.
Mhm.
This is an insane sub, in my opinion. Top tier
Yeah.
to get all these
Yeah.
tens. Granted, I don't know how many he sent, but this,
Congrats.
yeah,
Congrats.
congrats,
Congrats
killed
for
it.
sure.
Jesper freaking killed it, man.
Crazy.
Look at all these tens,
You can't beat that, bro. That's crazy.
dude. And Dill I am with a 10 also. Hey, Brazil and Italy have been killing it with the tens, guys. I don't know what's going on.
Yep.
All right, Black Ash over here.
Oh, shoot.
Black Ash and I
Yeah.
talk about this comic. This is one of our favorite
Uh,
ones. I love
yeah.
this one. I actually,
Mhm.
this is the, this is the only tin I got. This is the only tin I got for the DKV cards. I don't know if y'all
Mhm.
can see it. It's
Yeah.
the same print. That's the only one I got a 10 for these. And it's probably my favorite one. Just like all the characters jumping out there, it's just perfect.
Yeah.
So this was one of the rarer comics to get. Not as rare as the actual black and white Foundation one, but they were more short print than the rest.
One of those copies was a part of me and Black Ash drift deal.
Oh, was it? Yeah,
I
Black
had to
Ash
throw one
loves
of
this
those in
one.
there. Yeah.
And then Richard with the Jonesy.
Let's
Shout out
go.
to you, Richard. Ooh.
Oh, not that clean
All
Rex.
right, see, I don't wear this skin in the game, but I've always liked this skin, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's just because of the dinosaurs or what, but I don't wear it in game. But
Yeah.
I love it, man. This joint's fire. I'm gonna be pissed if they come out with the Sora, the Aura version of this in its card
Mm-hmm.
form, and I don't have this and I can't complete that. I might be kind
Yeah.
of pissed.
Bro, I'm surprised that skin hasn't popped off a little bit
Uh,
more. The balance of it being aura sweat side and then it's memeable, like that, it just seemed like a perfect mix. I'm very
I
surprised.
Richard gifted it to me, but I'm not that surprised it hasn't popped off. It doesn't have the same visual like thing as all the other Aura
I don't
skins.
know. That
I don't
joint,
know if
I
it's the
remember
back, it's the helmet or the backpack from behind. That's like front wise is like this one is dope front wise, but from behind it's just not as.
like because
It's either
I
I don't know. I'm not
yeah, I don't
surprised it
know.
hasn't popped off though.
Is
And
Rex underrated? I don't know if I'll honestly say this. I don't know if I would say Rex is underrated.
I think he's
I would say he's
properly.
properly rated. Yeah. Yeah, he's properly rated.
He's just like I would say that Rex is like his best. Um, I would say this. It's one of his best snapshot skins for
Yes.
Jonesy.
Yeah. Iconic one for
Yeah, it's
sure.
an iconic one. It's one of his best. Now the cow one, that one's pretty dope. I'd be dope if
Yeah.
we had the
Yeah.
cow one, but this is like one of the ones that was in the like the whole game mode. Like you could see his outfit. So they use
Mhm.
this everywhere. Just like they use Bright Bomber and stuff.
Yeah.
Dirty Dan always has some fire, but I saw his comment the other day that said that he's a trading station. So like
Yeah.
his cards
Yeah.
come and go. I think he probably just likes to see all of them in person. This is how he does it. He
Mhm.
just keeps trading them.
Listen, I rock with it, bro. I rock with it.
All right, what do we got here? I'm too tired to read all this. Jo, 500 Golden Frame Series stickers, Panini. I think he's talking about a posting.
Hmm.
Is this a
Interesting.
pickup for recent? Did you buy all these, Jo? Because I mean, that's a lot of frame stickers. That's dope. They are fun to rip. I have to say. When I rip my packs that
Mm.
Dan gave me for free.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed you ripping a ready to jump that set up the same exact way. Those are fun
Okay,
rips.
we need to help Westrom here, guys.
Mm.
Westrom, we need to have like an
uh,
intervention.
a bullseye.
I saw your eBay listings,
Yeah.
Westrom. Okay, you gotta chill. Okay, not everything can be $100,000 card. Okay,
Yo,
maybe
oh my
one day,
goodness.
but dude, like if you go to Westrom's like shop on eBay,
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
see like a score of bullseyes priced
Listen.
insanely high. To his credit, he owns almost all of them.
Right.
So, that's kind of crazy. Oh, I like what you did with the background. I like what you
Yeah,
did
it's
with the
dope.
background. Yeah,
He
to the
been
moon.
doing.
Like seriously, have you guys seen his eBay?
No, it's
it's pretty
insane.
insane.
It's insane.
I will say, like, you do have some rare cards, so like the prototype crystal shards. But then, like, once you like have like a sea of stuff that's super expensive, it feels like oh, he's just capping, you know.
Yeah. So you're saying
So
it kind of takes away from it as you go
yeah,
down.
yeah. If you
Yeah.
post, I know you don't plan to sell most of them. I was just saying, if you post like the super rare ones, like they
Hmm.
might not understand. They might think that's just a regular.
Like it's on
crys-
par with those pretty much.
Yeah, like that's just
Yeah.
like, he's just overpricing the crystal shard. That's prototype, which he's not. It's like that's a very rare card because it's a prototype, and that might be kind of lost if you're pricing everything like that. But no, I get you. I get you not trying to sell Westrom. I was just saying the sea of them. I was like, oh my gosh, it's a sea of $10,000 cards.
Yeah.
But then you had the prototypes list. That's all that jumped out to me. Yo, fire submission, guys. If you guys are new to the Discord and you have not joined yet, it's really easy to join the Discord. Just go to FortniteCards.com. Oh, don't look at that, guys. That's my bad. That's
Little,
beta, man. That's in the
little,
works.
little
I could
leak.
show y'all. I could show y'all a little bit, but so you just go to Join Collectors Club if you want to get in the Discord, and it's right here. So FortniteCards.com, top right, and then bottom left. Very simple. Because I'm loving the conversations that we get in there.
Yeah, no, for sure. And Kyrie comes with this question before we go into the verses. He said, "Is he crazy for thinking S1 shards are still underrated?" And I'll say no. I'll say no. You're not crazy. I said I did a poll probably like 6 months ago. I asked in the THG YouTube. I said, "What do y'all feel about mega boxes being at $1,000?" This is when David Adams had them at nine, pretty much $1,000 even. And it was a good amount of people that said it was still too high, and I thought that was crazy to me because I'm truthfully, I think more than not you can pull a card that gets you at least halfway, cards that can get you at least halfway back to what you paid.
So with how
You
the
know,
eBay listings have been going,
yeah,
it's that defeats that argument. You know what I
mm-hmm,
mean? Even
mm-hmm,
if they weren't, right, and just the
yeah,
Black Knight was going for crazy numbers, or let's say 5 cards were, it
yeah,
still would be worth like the chase, right?
yeah,
To be honest, right?
mm-hmm,
For that gamble, if you wanted to gamble on those. But since some of these cards are doing 700, 800 themselves,
mm-hmm,
raw,
yeah,
I mean, it's a pretty crazy gamble. It's not investment advice, guys. I'm not saying go buy
no,
this, so you're going to be printing money.
yeah,
But
uh,
saying that as a collector you can break even is not that far fetched.
no,
Um,
no,
so yeah, I do think they're kind of underrated. Um, I do know that as soon as they pop up, I'm instantly watching them. So
yeah.
like, just if you just think about the habit of it,
The habit,
if I,
that's a good point.
if I
The
see a
habit,
series one
yeah,
USA shard, it grabs my attention and I heart it. So that automatically means that as a buyer, it's like it gets your attention just that it exists,
mm-hmm,
which means that
mm-hmm.
they're probably under. I mean, yeah, they're still underrated. Just a few months ago, PSA
I
10s
still
were the shards.
even then I still think it wasn't priced too high because I mean that's basing it on the immediate sell. I would like if you even think about it then you compared to how you can dud on let's say a series 2 set, right? Like
Hmm.
if you get the low end of series 2, you really got the low end of series 2. Like if you like so for instance, like to JT's point, say you got a lower end one that didn't play out
Like, you might not be able
for
to
the mega
sell it.
box. Yeah, but you like
Like, you can sell a series one shard.
you can sell a series 1 shard
You
all
can
day.
sell it.
All
I
day.
mean, yeah, all day.
Series 2, you might have to tuck it back into your collection for another time.
Now,
it's just the way it is.
any crystal shard should have dropped sub 200.
I agree with that. I really do. I
Any,
really do.
I would
Any
say
card.
PSA 10 quality, maybe. There's some that I could see going for like 125, 150, especially if the condition isn't PSA 10 worthy.
I see, and I feel I get what you're saying on that.
Yeah.
Just based off of watching this market for as long as we have, I to under 200 is crazy to me. It really is. Like
I'm like,
obviously if it's
it depends on condition, but like, let's see,
like which one?
drum beat.
No. Because set collectors, people that just it's no way. It should not go under
I
200.
hear you, but like, if it's not in mint condition and someone's
Mm-mm.
that set on completing the set,
I
I think 120, I don't think anything under 100 for sure.
me- I'm glad we're on this. It's just keep talking real quick though. I
I
gotta
think there's
find some.
still some eBay listings out there right now. You can get a series one shard for 100.
I know, and I think that's wrong.
You think that's
And
wrong?
not investment advice, by the way.
You
Not
think
and
that's
I don't think
wrong?
it's
You think that's wrong in like the terms like, I
I
mean,
would
that's what
I
the
would
market's saying. You think that there's
well, I don't
you think there's opportunity there? Is that what you're saying?
well, what I mean by that is a lot of times, so when I'm saying like if it's in a if it's not in a bad condition, like if it's obviously if it looks like you don't know if it's going to get a 6 or if it's going to get a possible 8, that's a whole different conversation. But I'm not talking about one that looks like
You're talking about like nines,
between 8 and 10.
not.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's where it gets a little interesting because like where is this? It was a post talking about, here it is. So for the 1986 Jordan 1986 Flair set, obviously the one that has Jordan in it, Johnny Johnny Moore Johnny Moore is a card that he sold for, well, let me see where it's at. So there's only 68 copies of him in the set, and he's selling for $90,000. He's a complete bench player, probably the lowest of that set. But because of the set and the desire of the set and the completion that a lot of people trying to complete the 86 Flair set, he sells for that much. And I think that's something that some people are forgetting. I know the way we feel about skins, and if we love the game, we know that some of these skins may be duds. But the card, on the other hand, I think a lot of people are going
I
to
mean,
regret having them at that
from
price.
the set completion thing, I'm with you. I get. So you're saying there's
Mm,
opportunity there.
yeah, yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, I would agree with that. But I think in the current market, with how many collectors are in it right now, I that's why I don't. That's why I think it's like probably correct for like the
Like,
lower end skins.
but
I think it's
even these,
like this one. This one
that's
looks like,
that's condition. It's
yeah,
condition.
condition.
All of those ones that's right there, that's condition.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. So these ones you're fine with under 200.
Yeah,
But if it
yeah,
has a chance at like an 8, you think it should be
yeah,
at least 200?
yeah, for sure.
Like,
Like
because
for
like here's
sure.
a 8 graded.
Hmm. Yeah,
I think
like that.
those are some strong words.
I mean, I don't, to be
I'm
honest.
not against it. I mean, these things are
Yeah.
freaking rare. They're freaking rare, especially if you think about like set completers.
So for instance, right? Think about right now. What did you do with Go Trooper? Go Trooper, you got that joint because that's a top tier card. That's a card that you love. You didn't care what that grade was.
Yep.
What is that gonna look like 5 years from now, 3 years from now? Like it's gonna be like, yo, what can I, because at some point, I know people may not understand this now, but at some point it's gonna be whatever crystal shard I can get to start my collection. I'll think about the rest later.
Yeah.
I'll think about getting my grill. I think about getting my top tier card. But if I'm just coming into the hobby, I'm just trying to get a crystal shard. I'm trying to see what this look like, what all
You
the
gotta
hype is
at least
about.
have
And then
one. You have to at least have
yeah,
one USA Series 1 card.
yeah,
I mean, just
yeah,
to like appreciate it, dings and all. I'm with you on that.
yeah.
Unless
Like
you're
and
Daniel, he only collects 9.5 and up because he's a top tier
but
trader.
even in this instance, like I like what Daniel just said, even in this instance, that's a gift now. That's a gift now that we can think of is only
Yeah, I
collecting,
mean, so
you know,
Look at it this way. It's like right now there's cards that don't show up at all in any
yeah,
condition.
yeah.
You think the tens are gonna be 9.5s are just gonna be popping up left and right? Probably not.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, the fact that Richard was able to pull off how many cards he has, that's like dedication.
But and think about that, and it's like not even being funny. Like Richard at his age, and like how he was, making a joke a couple months ago, saying how you know getting a job and the aspect of transitioning into turning 18 is crazy.
I
Bullseye
wonder
don't
why
show up, bro.
Bullseye doesn't show up, Westrom. I wonder why. I
What's
think there's an
he?
underlying issue there why that is. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what it is. There's something about Bullseye just doesn't show up anymore. Oh, the
Man,
frozen
listen.
cards. Yeah, and I actually really like the frozen cards, and like I don't have any of them.
Mm-hmm.
There's some I want in particular, like fish sticks.
Fish
I'm sure
stick,
you probably have Drift, right? You already
drift,
have
fish
them.
stick, drift. And it's crazy because I pulled all of them. That's the dope part about it. That was fun.
I will say there's cards for sure that I don't care about the condition. Well, I
Mm-hmm.
say that. Are
No, see,
you guys let me know if I folded then because you remember those cards I bought? My honey rifle, it was so scratched up and I sent it back. And the same thing with the wild card that I spent money on. It was like destroyed and I sent it back to the eBay seller. Should I have kept them?
yeah, those ones go straight to my binder. They go straight to my binder, and I let them sit there, or I do them for giveaways, and stuff like that. But
Hmm.
yeah, it's hard, bro, because like you think about it, is if this is the case, we were just talking about this in the Discord, right? Uh let's say there's 200, if there's let's go to highest. I don't think this is the case. I'm in the camp of there's 100 or less. That's just what I feel. Don't know if
Hmm.
it's right or wrong. That's what I feel, right? But let's put it double. Let's say it's
Or at
200.
least, as far as we know, I don't ever see more than 100.
Right. Yeah, like it just doesn't
Even
make
if their
sense in
print
my head.
run was higher, I
Don't
feel
think
like
you're gonna
it's like
see
gonna be
them.
so hard to see over 100 at
Yeah.
this point.
Yeah, like, and so let's say it's 100, right? The chances of you being able to get a 8, 9, or 10 5 years from now, that 765 is gonna look a lot. I'm thinking this way now with Black Knight. I'm like, you know what? I'm good. 5 to 7, and that's expensive. Like, think
Yeah.
about that. That's expensive. Like me saying 5 to 7 is taking out some PSA 10s of mid-tier cards. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out, because I think a lot of times people give away cards that's a 6 or a 7 just because of the time we're in at this moment. But it is going to look a lot different as time goes on. I mean, we see it in every other aspect of the hobby. If you look at the PMGs, whether it's football, whether it's basketball, and even if it's Marvel, you just see what that looks like as time goes on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the camp of like when I got those cards, I was struggling. I remember I was talking to you about it. Should I send these back? But they were so destroyed for the money I
Hmm.
spent. I sent them back, and now I feel like you're making me want to regret that a little bit,
Yeah,
just a
and
little bit.
and even right now, where your collection stands, like the good thing about, I think, being in now is where your collection stands right now. If you really wanted a card, you do have the, like, if you don't have the cash, you have the trade value to go into,
Do I though?
into a card. Yeah, but you gotta learn, you gotta
I can't. No.
oil that trade game up a little bit. That's all.
Yeah, I'm not good at the
Yeah.
trade. I'm not that good at the trade game. That's for sure. I do have a stack. I do have a stack of cards I want to get graded.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is my grade pile.
I had to I sent out the giveaway today. So I did send some cards in the PSA. Finally. I was being lazy with that. I don't know why, but
I still have to send out the giveaways. And I have to send this one to Tag. But my grade, I'm gonna send it with my grade pile, and my grade pile is like getting bigger and bigger, and I'm not sending all these. So I'm
yeah,
also
yeah.
I'm also waiting for what I'm trying to complete to get
Hmm.
graded. And since I'm looking at these, I want tens. Actually, what I need is an Aura Hollow.
Yeah, yeah.
Just so you guys know, I'm looking for an Aura Hollow. I might sell my Aura Hollow
Uh-huh.
that I have.
Whoa,
Um,
why? Why?
well, because I want my collection in tens or in tag, right?
Yeah.
So I might sell. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see. I have an SGC 10,
Hmm.
and I was going to crack it and sub this one,
Yeah.
but I see a little dot on there, and it made it into SGC 10,
Yeah.
and I don't think it's gonna 10 at tag. So I might
Yeah,
sell it.
man.
I'll point out that it has that blemish, but I might
Dylan,
sell it.
Dylan, Dylan gonna think he about to have that complete set, and he gonna send it to Tag, and it's gonna get a 6.
Okay, no, it's obviously gonna have to be like it's gonna be like my Magic the Gathering. I'm gonna have to like retry and submit.
Yeah,
But
you
I
got to
wanted to put
send
my
in.
best.
You got to
I have
send
to
in
put my
10.
best foot forward.
You got to send it a whole lot on that one.
How much tag pay? I'm paying them, man, for my collection, man.
Yeah.
This is just for my PC. Because so SGC was my PC set, right? First.
Mhm.
But now that I like tag much better, I'm going for that. Because what's the point of having you're gonna have one that's like PSA, keeps your value and sell. But for me, for my PC, I want it to be like Rob says, I want it to all look the same.
Yeah.
So, like I have
Yeah.
these boxes back here. Let me show. I have one for PSA, and then I have one for my tag cards, and I want them all to be the same.
I just hope you never. I mean, if you going for that my bad, that tag 10 set, you might have
Hmm.
to have a good amount of submissions there.
Yeah, yeah, but that can be over time, as long as they don't blow up. I guess that's why I'm starting with the
Yeah,
aura first. Starting with aura
yeah,
first. I need to get a
yeah.
hollow.
You're right. You're right.
I'm not
Hold on.
avoiding PSA. I still have a PSA collection. I bought all the lands in PSA. So I'm not avoiding PSA. I just like to sub with tag. I'm all for buying PSA slabs. Like if we can go to my watch list. Let me see. What am I watching?
Tag likes you to sub with tag.
But you guys saw the sub, man. It was so much fun. It's so much fun to rip those. Like, am I watching any PSA cards?
They're doing tax law.
See, look, I'm watching. Oh, what is that? Is that Italy? See, I was watching that. That's a PSA card.
CGC
PSA.
CGC is king.
CGC is not king. Who's at that? He
Yo,
said
we
I.
got.
He said I wish PSA was not red, and I wish it didn't say PSA on it. I don't know.
Yo,
I
nah.
think PSA is great for what it is. It's just not what I want for my PC. I'm gonna have both, but my aura's got to be in tag at some point.
Mm.
Why is there only ended stuff on your watch list? Because I've been so busy.
Mm.
I don't know. It's just like I'm missing everything. I haven't been able to buy. The only thing that I bought was like these the garbage pail kids. Like I didn't want to
Yeah.
pass it up, and they were cheap, so I just went out and bought those. There's like 3 live cards on your watch list. Yeah, I tried. Like if you go to my eBay, I've been trying to avoid it. Like Rob and I are putting all of our money and time into
Yeah.
ACHG and stuff. So hopefully it works. And no, Dylan's tax law has not passed.
Yeah.
Will one day offer different color labels? I doubt that.
Yeah, they integrated the blue label for what was it? Just auto. I think auto it's something like auto authentication only and not grade. So they integrated that recently, but yeah, that
I mean, it wouldn't even change much. Just changing that color is not the issue. It's just I don't know. It's not horrible. I'm not trying to like say it's like horrible. It's like very professional and it's set in time. You know,
heck yeah.
yeah, that joint's set. So I don't think they need to change it. They have what were you saying about top about tops? They have legacy. PSA has
Yeah,
legacy. There's no reason. It would be way too different. There's no reason for them to change it,
no, for sure.
especially just because I have an opinion.
So let's get into these verses because we know time gets away from us. We have some from last week
That's right,
and some
first.
from
Yeah.
this week. I am going to keep some on a back burner for next week just in case we don't get any more. So but please do. I know Matthew and Kyrie been holding it down. Richard dropped one in this one as well. If you have any verses for us next week, drop it in the comment section here or in the Discord preferred as well. That would be great. So let's see. So to start it off, we have a Crystal Shard Italy fish stick versus a Bush Ranger USA cracked ice. Which one
Fish
you going
sticks.
with, bro?
Fish sticks.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I'm
I
too.
I I like Bush Ranger. I
Uh-huh.
do. He's not fish stick. That's
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. And he's a one that's up and coming. I think Bush Ranger is about to have a crazy run. Obviously he just got some he got Christmas. No, that was Guff year this year.
No,
Didn't he get
but
a Christmas cow?
he has a
Yeah.
Christmas one.
Yeah, he got a Christmas one.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
he
sure he
has
has
a
a Christmas one.
Yeah, he has a couple different styles. A lot of people like Bush Ranger. He's a part of the storyline. He's connected with Midas as well. So this is dope. I love this fish stick a lot. I know people like the original fish stick, but this is the season 8 fish stick, so this is perfect for me. Uh, Especially with me doing that set that I created. So yeah, it's kind of dope.
Kari and JT say Bush Ranger. I think Bush Ranger has a lot of potential.
Uh-huh.
Very cool character, and he has some in-game lore.
Hmm.
I just don't. I I just don't see him being as like iconic as Fish Sticks is. Like I don't think
Hmm.
he's ever gonna reach what Fish Sticks is today, much less what Fish Sticks can be 5, 10 years from now with movies and shows and comedy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely saying Fish Sticks, especially in a 10. Whether it's
Yeah.
Italy, Brazil, or USA, Fish Sticks all day.
Yeah, for sure. Oh shoot. Let's see what's next. Haha, shoot. So we have
Oof.
the reloaded Renegade Raider and a PSA 10, and then obviously a Nogops Crystal Shard USA in a PSA 10. You want me to go first or you going first?
Mm.
I'll go first. Uh yeah. I'm uh
uh,
I'm definitely going with Nogops on this one. Both iconic. Reloaded Renegade Raider. Love the card. Obviously, love the skin. But Crystal Shards, I'm sorry, I'm always gonna veer that way. Shiny all day, especially when it's a Crystal Shard. But on top of that, Nogops is iconic. One of the OG skins. I would have to go Nogops on this one.
this one's hard. This one's really hard because mm, do I
It's
have to
hard, bro.
answer? This
Yeah,
one's
you
hard.
can't.
Uh, hmm. I think I'm about to say, ooh, this one's so hard.
So just to help you out, just picture it as both of them are on the table in front of you, and you can take one home with you. So that's just the way you gotta
Yeah,
look at this.
they're both hard. I'm gonna have to say,
I don't
ooh,
either, Kyrie, but yeah,
you don't think it's super close?
I don't think it's close.
For me, it's close. I'm thinking, all right, I'm gonna have to say Nog Ops,
Hmm.
PSA 10 Shard, because I'm pretty confident this pop is gonna be far lower than the PSA 10 of the Renegade Raider. When I say far, at least by half, at least over time, just because how many there are. Um, I think the demand for a Renegade Raider in a 10 has the potential to like surpass the demand, but we've been talking about crystal shards in general not popping up. I think
Hmm.
that Renegade Raiders will pop up, so I think it'll offset it a little bit. I think it's possible we never see a Nogops Crystal Shard in like 5 to 10 years. You know what I mean? Especially in a
Hmm.
10.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna have to go the Nogops, but it was really close
and
for me.
and to your point, I hate to say it, you know personally that
Yeah.
I feel weird about the Renegade Raider, because I like it. I think the 10 is strong. I just think there's a lot to grade out there. So I think basing it off the 10 aspect, I think like West Drum said it, with time, if it sticks to the way it's looking, it's gonna be a whole different conversation. But as of right now, I would definitely have to go with Knockouts.
Yeah, if Renegade Raider has a boom in tens, which I think
Yeah.
is very unlikely, I guess you have to define what a boom is. Um, just
Where
because like how many you have to go through to get it. Um,
I think it's the
it's
viewpoint. It's the
yeah,
so to what you're saying, I think that yeah, because boom is subjective, right?
yeah.
And I think to what you're saying, I think it has to be where people start responding different. You can feel it's read the room. Like that saying read the room is kind of what I go off of this. I know the way people viewed it last year. I know how people was responding to it last year
Hmm.
when this, and I know what's going on now. And if this, let's say 6 months from now, if this doubles or if it triples, are people going to feel the same way about the 10? Now, I will preference also, I think it's still low because this Renegade Raiders only card. But
Yeah.
to that point, I think the response, because people still have to be willing to pay certain prices and things like that. So I think that's going to be interesting as time goes.
David says PSA 10 is cool, running Raider, but I'd be fine with owning 3 to 4 raw, getting 3 to 4 raw of Nogops isn't so easy. Not even so easy. It's gonna be near impossible in the future. Like I said,
Hmm.
like to get a USA shard,
Yeah.
like it's gonna be extremely hard, and I think it's gonna be much easier to get like a 9 for Renegade
Hmm.
Raider than any of a USA Series 1 shard.
Yep.
Much less Nogops, who is like very well
Yeah.
known and has like a huge fan base too, and people who main Nogops. So
Yeah.
the people who main Nogops alone are not they're not going to be able to. Well, every collector is not going to be able to get a shard who mains
Hmm.
Nogops, right?
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen. Um, so yeah, I think Nogops PSA 10 wins in this scenario.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah,
So
JL.
this was a
Real quick, JL says I'm gonna just start buying Series 1 megas
man.
after it.
Listen. Listen, bro, it's
Dude,
crazy.
it'd be like that sometimes when you be thinking about that.
It's
But like this is not investment advice, guys. We cannot see the
yeah,
future. This could go to zero. I'm just
yeah,
saying, you know.
for sure. This one was interesting.
Mm.
This one was a hard one for me to. No, I won't say it's a hard one for me to process. So this is one of those unique cases where I love USA Crystal Shards. Um, Scarlet Defender is gonna be low pop in general, but
Here,
man,
you want me to take it?
yeah, yeah. Go ahead, go ahead.
All right. So I I know why Black Ash likes this card,
Yeah,
and all the people are saying it. I'm like I don't care about either.
yeah.
Like I don't want either
Right,
of these cards.
right.
Birdie is getting super pop has been like super high in like usage and stuff. But do people like actually like love that skin and stuff like that? I
Right.
don't know.
For either one of these as well.
Yeah, I think it comes down to I mean, so Scarlet Defender, if you look at like the comp side of it and like what she did for like the first Black Ash can keep me honest because like I think I already learned this from him. Um, but I think she was played by Booga in the World Cup
I thought that was his
and
male counterpart,
or
if I'm not mistaken.
counterpart,
Yeah, yeah,
maybe
yeah.
something like that.
If I'm not mistaken.
Black Ash can keep me. I think he told me something around that fact because I remember
It's
him.
something around it though, for
Yeah, yeah,
sure.
he was
Yeah.
talking to Booga about it. Because I think he got him to sign it. So Crimson Scout. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
right. So there's that to it. Mm, I think just the fact that it's a series one shard beats it. To be honest,
That's the thing. That's the thing.
to
It's
me,
yeah,
but
that's
I
the
don't care about either, and so it's kind of hard for me to make opinion.
so I'll say this. I understand the OG aspect in the story. I think that um Birdie is gonna have a little grading issues as well. Like right now she's
We're
at
considering both of these PSA 10s, though. I think,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
correct?
So yeah, right. So Birdie is gem rate of 2 of 14 right now at 14%. Um this one is tough. I would have to go with a series one Crystal Shower, but I will say in this instance, I do want to pick Birdie, but I'm not going to. I am going to pick
Yeah,
Scarlet Defender just based off of it being a S1 shard.
yeah. That's the only difference for me. Like, if these were in the same set, personally,
That's
I'd probably pick Birdie.
I'm
To be
going
honest,
Birdie. Yeah, skin
if they're in the
wise.
same set, but like, I don't care about either, so I have to go with the series one. No chasers.
Yeah. Oh shoot! Shout out to Black Ash here. This is if y'all don't know, this is Black Ash card on the left. So when I think this was Matthew that dropped this one, he dropped a haymaker with this. So this is the blue team leader prototype USA 9.5 in CGC slab or a sealed 2019 Panini Fortnite Series 1 case. 20 boxes of megas right here, man.
Dude,
Uh
that's 40 crystal shards
yeah.
or this
I
card.
I mean, I know my answer.
Who put this up?
I think it was Matthew.
God dang it,
Matthew.
Matthew.
Yeah, this one is crazy. This one is crazy, man. This is crazy.
So
Yeah.
David says Mega Case personally. It's hard. This is literally a one of one.
On this one, I'm going case. Uh I'm going case. A chance at 41 crystal shards. Um and you win either way. I mean, like sealed or or ripping. That
40
blue team,
shards would be so fun,
yeah,
Jake. Oh my
is
gosh.
and that's not taken away from the blue team leader because this is a sought after skin and it's a prototype. It's USA, it's slabbed, dope. But I gotta go with the case. Gotta go with the case.
Dude, could you imagine ripping
Your bro, what?
20? Oh my gosh.
Yo,
This is I'd be, you know what? Because I'm
yeah,
ripping. I'm ripping.
yeah. Oh yeah,
Honestly,
I'm
because
ripping
I think
too.
that
I'm
the
ripping too.
sealed case is probably going to be worth a crazy amount of money too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the sealed cases are not going to be coming around that often. This is hard for somebody who likes to rip so much. I would lie if I said I would just take the
Mm-hmm.
card. You know me, I just like to rip. The thing that's a one of one blue team leader. Here's the thing. I've always wanted the skin. I do not have it. If I had the skin,
it would be hard for you not to take. Yeah,
I would
yeah,
have picked the
yeah,
card. I honestly
yeah.
would have, but I never had the skin. I just always wanted it. So that's the differentiator for
I
me.
So Black Ash knows that he could have probably called that I was gonna pick the Crystal Shard set because we had deep conversations over this whole ordeal over the blue team leader. Um, this is all based off of how you're collecting because this card right here, blue team leader, that's a top tier one. It's prototype wise, that's crazy. It's
So
crazy.
not all cards have to be shiny, Daniel. Look at like the Michael Jordan card. Look at
Yo,
all the baseball cards. You know what I mean? I don't. It's not the fact. This is a one of one unreleased skin. There's no other
yeah,
cards like it. It's from the first set. It's 2019. It's blue team leader. Um, hmm. Dang, I'm like convincing myself. That's a
yeah.
crazy. And then it's a 9.5 mint condition.
It is no
I would
way if
take.
these
I'm
two is
take
on the
like
table.
any shard that you. I'm definitely taking this. The case though. All right, I guess I'm
I'm
taking the.
then, yeah, I
He
gotta
said
take the
Daniel's
case.
just trolling. It went over my head. It went over my head.
No, no, this was funny though because the whole thing is Shard ripped his case during draft night. Like he was watching the draft and just ripping the whole case of series one megas. Bro, I couldn't imagine ripping a case of megas, bro.
Could
I
you
couldn't
imagine how
imagine.
much fun that would be?
Bro, that would be insane, bro.
Like I just want to rip a box, much less a case.
Yo, man,
Ugh.
that's crazy.
Now,
Kyrie,
you guys all talking about like the shards and stuff like that. Yeah, it'd be cooler if it was a shard, but it's the one of one.
it's a one at the end of the day, it's a one-on-one. It is. And that's what I will say this though. It's not tough for me in the aspect of choosing between these, but the fact that this exists and is blue team leader, that's crazy, bro. That is a top that blue, that's a top tier skin and card right there. So that definitely has to be out there.
You said good luck moving it if you need money. Yeah, but this is the kind of card that you just like if you need money right now, you go and sell it. This is not one of those cards.
Yeah.
Like if I
Yeah.
needed money right now,
Right.
I'm not gonna go like immediately sell one of my pieces of art.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And take bottom dollar. You know what I mean? That's when you dip into like a shard that
Right, right.
that's cheaper.
That's
Like this is too
yeah.
expensive of a card for you just to flip fast. It's
Mhm.
like like if you had like a $2 million house, it's not like it's like you sell it
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
not like you have like
exactly.
like a really nice car, you just take it into CarMax and like get it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I mean, it's a fair point though.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go with case, guys, just because I want to rip. We'll go
Yeah.
on to the next
Yeah.
one. I have to go with case, but like I said, if that let's say that was an aura or like one of ones or rocks, it was only one of her card or whatever. For me, then I would have to like go for it. I think maybe.
Yeah.
Ugh, I don't know. I hate you, Matthew Fair.
No, that was a good when I
That's a
seen this
good
one,
one.
I was like, wow, bro, that's crazy. Okay, this is a unique one right here. So you have Hayes versus Manic.
This
PSA
is
10s, y'all. This is supposed to be PSA 10s. Um, I want me to go first on this one? I'll go first. I'll go first.
God. I'm mad at Matthew right now.
So because this is not Surf Witch, I'm definitely going Manic. But Hayes is nothing to gloss over. Like she's up there with the best of them. But Manic, when it comes to everything that the skin stands for, and the fact that it's a higher grade, I gotta go Manic on this one.
All right, here's how I kind of approach this. I'm thinking long term here. If I think Hayes, she was on that cover, it was perfect. I think Hayes is a more interesting character in herself, especially now she had like surfers and stuff like that, as she could be like her own character in the future. Um, over Manic, I think I'm gonna go
You think she can be a character over Manic?
in this regard. Mm, I can't stand you guys. This is
Can I add
yeah.
context for
Go
you real
ahead,
quick?
go ahead.
So this is gonna make it harder for you. But Hayes is 1 out of 16 for 6% on the cracked ice. And Manic is
They're both. She's like what 2 out of 20 or something.
two for 23 at 9%. So they're both on par of hard to gym.
I'm gonna go. Oh my! Me personally. I like Haze.
You like Hayes?
Yeah,
Okay.
but you know me.
Hey,
But Red and Black though is
yeah.
never my thing though. But I've been a big supporter of Manic. Manic's crazy popular in game.
Mm-hmm.
But Haze is decently popular too. And then you've got Surf Witch, your alter ego thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and like, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go Haze. I think.
Yeah. Like it. I like it. All right.
These
Hold
are rough.
on.
I don't like these. Who thought of
Yeah.
this, man?
This still Matthew, bro.
Freaking Matthew. Stop
Get
it.
to work.
Stop it. All right, this
Yeah.
one's easy for me
This
though.
one's easy for me too.
This one's easy for me. I think me and
Uh,
Robin might have different
Yeah,
opinions
we
here.
definitely do.
We definitely do. I'm going a Hush immediately, but
Yeah.
I don't have a Zadie, and I want a Zadie, and then you
Hmm.
do this to me, and I have like 3 or 4 Hushes, but I'm still going Hush.
Yeah. So this is Zadie easy for me. Easy.
This is our personal
Yeah.
preference, though, right?
Personal. Yes.
Okay,
And
because Zadie, I think, beats Hush.
well, yeah, yes, but now when you go to pop count though, Hush beats Zadie. So
You
the
talking about gym rate?
gym rate,
Yeah.
yes, yes. So is that is it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Like obviously we
She
talking
does have the
personal
yellows.
preference.
You're right. She has the
Yeah.
yellows, so she's gonna be easy to grade
Mm-hmm.
theoretically. As
Yes,
far
right.
theoretically, she will be easier to grade because she's yellows and all the
Yeah.
other yellows grade well.
But
Hush is my favorite, guys. So
yeah, this one is completely biased on my end. I'll be honest.
if you guys don't know, Hush is up there with Aura for me personally, and like
Right.
I just don't talk about
And
her as much because Aura is like a surefire thing for like popularity and stuff.
yeah. And what Lux is to me in series one, Zadie is for series two for me. Like Zadie is that card for me for sure. So yeah. And I like that. West Drum said Zadie by like 20%. I like that he put a percentage with that. No, but this one is hard, bro. This one is too close for comfort for sure. This is too close.
It's funny that I have my Hush right here.
Yeah. This is a unique one right here.
Mm,
So you have a starter pack right here, the original starter pack, and then you have the original Twitch promotion because this is the one that was with Trailblazer, right? So Havoc and Trailblazer. At one point I wanted Havoc really bad. I think I do have more memories tied to Rogue Agent, but the tie comes with this being in the actual set in the PSA 10. I'm gonna have to go Havoc.
all right, so for me, neither of these cards mean anything to me personally.
Mm-hmm.
I would go Rogue Agent. Do you know
Mm-hmm.
why? Counterpart
Like
of
oh,
Elite
Telly
Agent.
agent. Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
only reason I would go
So
that way.
that's the breaker that you needed.
Yeah, that's the breaker. Now, I would say that Havoc is going to have far fewer
Mm-hmm.
out
Yeah,
there. Um,
and
so you can take that. You know what I mean? I don't know what the gem rates are, but I would want it Rogue Agent just to be the counterpart of Elite Agent personally.
both of them are fairly hard grade as well. But Havoc is easy to find right now, but at 5 for 19 at 26%.
Yeah,
So
but Rogue Agent is a promo card.
promo. That's why, yeah. But
Yeah,
he's a
and so
hard,
it's
he's a hard grade as well.
but he'll probably have more
Hmm.
eventually more gems probably than there will be of Havoc.
For sure, because I
Yeah,
think right now Galaxy has comfortably over 100 graded, just for context.
yeah. So that's why I did it. Ooh,
So you have the
ugh.
assault rifle versus the tech. This
I
one's
hate the tack.
interesting.
I hate the tack. With as much as I love the pump, I hate the tack.
So
But it's a shotgun.
what's your answer?
I'm gonna go with the fake scar on the left for 300, sir.
So I'm actually gonna go with tack on this one. I know now that we are where we are when it comes to the game. But just reminiscing on the purple tack and then the blue tack, uh, that's usually what you found at the beginning of a game.
Yeah.
You usually didn't get lucky to find the pump. You usually got hit with the tack. And if you started off the game, if you didn't get an AR or if you didn't get the pump and you started off the game with the blue tack, you would set off to pop off for at least 4 or 5,
I mean,
especially in tilted towers.
any shotgun, you're pretty good. My own reason is I hated the tack so much. That's why I'm going it. Now, let me tell you, but if that was a scar though on the left,
Oh, it's no question.
It's no question,
No,
right?
so
Yeah.
let me just preference this. If the Scar was in this set, the way we talking about the pump and all of that,
It
the
would be
Scar
a
would be
duo.
yeah,
Oh
that
my god, that
the pump and
duo?
the Scar. Oh my god, bro,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
crazy. Yo,
PTSD kicking in.
Black Ash, I'm telling you, bro. Like like the tech aspect, everything fell on that. Especially if you was landing at Tilted Towers when Tilted Towers was that moment. Oh man, the blue tack and Tilted Towers was insane, especially if it was going up against you. Yeah,
You guys
yeah, the Scar is
that
crazy.
pink does it. Now, if this was Honey Rifle, that would be what I would pick over both of these personally, but the attack does have a fan base though. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so I think tack is probably the right answer, but for me, I probably would rather
No,
have
that's
the
whatever. Yeah, I
AR.
think
Yeah.
and but to your point though, if this was blue for the AR, that would have been a little bit that would have been
Even
a little
yeah,
bit
I think
different.
if this was
Yeah.
blue, I think that would win.
Yeah.
That's how crazy it is in my mind, right?
Yeah.
The association, like if it was blue, which is weird because gold is dope looking for the
Yeah,
cards,
yeah,
but if it was blue, you'd think of the blue AR, which means more to you than like a gold AR because that's not a
yeah.
thing. Um, Slurp Juice
Slurp.
rank,
Yeah.
that'd
Oh, the
be
slurp should
interesting.
be that is like
Slurp Juice
if we
over
had
a six shooter for sure.
yeah, for sure. This now this one's crazy. The duos right here. So you have wild card and Ace versus Ravage versus Raven. That is Ravage and Raven versus Wildcard and Ace. That's pretty insane.
The
I'm definitely
Seeing
going.
both of these
Yeah.
together is insane.
It's crazy, bro.
Um, I'm going wild card. You know that I
We're
love
we're
wild card.
we're on the same page.
Yeah, Rinsing Page. But the
Yeah.
eyes both popping out in purple over there on the right is kind of crazy.
It's a crazy
Um,
duo.
yeah, it's a crazy duo. I'm going wild card. Although I do think the Raven duo looks better together, it's more
Mm-mm,
aesthetically. Um,
mhm.
but yeah, I'm going wild card.
I would definitely I'm going wild card and Ace here. Obviously it heightened up a little bit more with Ace new style that the new style that came out during the heist.
Hmm.
That's yo, that skin is so crazy. That is a top tier skin right there. But y'all know that just the nostalgia that's tied with wild card with the release and that LTM is wild card and Ace for me.
Yeah, yeah, but I get what everyone's saying. Like, it is a better
Yeah.
matchup on the right. Like, the color scheme on the right goes hard, to be
Yeah,
honest.
no, for sure. And it's Raven. Like Ravage gets a good not tie with Raven. This is one of them weird
Hmm.
situations where the male
The
skin
male,
blows out the
yeah.
female skin. But yeah, them together is crazy.
I still don't know why they push Raven so much in the marketing. It seems like
Well,
it's such a it seems like it's gonna so hard to market like all year round, and they
hmm
do.
yeah,
I'm not saying anything is.
yeah,
It's just interesting. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You wouldn't think that. Like if I was gonna pick through their skins, I wouldn't think, oh yeah, let's market Raven all the time.
Right,
But they
right.
do. So there's the drum gun.
Dang, this is well, you know my answer on
I
this
already know
one.
where you're going with this one.
Yeah, this is triple threat all day. And
Mm,
I love the drum gun. I love everything about the OG drum gun. But triple threat is that's one of my skins right there. So yeah, it's gonna be triple
it-
threat all day for me.
Here's a hard one for me because neither of these, like, I hate the drum gun. I don't ever
Hmm.
use it. Hate's a strong word. I just don't care either way about the drum gun.
Hmm.
Um, and I never used this triple threat. Not that it's a bad skin or anything. I never used
Yeah.
it. It's red. I think I would go for triple threat just because it's a character
Hmm.
versus the drum gun. I think.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, this is the triple threat is top tier for me. I will say this though. They dropped the ball on triple threat and jump shot. Let me explain why. When they did the NBA rollout, they should have gave them every jersey as well. They should have gave triple
Hmm.
threat and jump. If they would have did that, those I don't know if jump shot would have because it is a male skin. You know how that goes. Triple threat would have went through the roof if you could have any NBA jersey on her, and then you have the match all the way through. So, like hypothetically speaking, if she could be wearing a Celtics jersey, if she could be wearing a Lakers jersey, i.e., any of those, I think they dropped the ball not having them have those styles along to go with the new NBA skins. So I think they
Emotes
dropped
are
the ball
dope.
on that. Yeah, yeah.
The emotes
So
are dope, Matthew. JL, I hear what you're saying, but me from like a Fortnite collector, like I more think about my loadout, and the
yeah,
drum gun doesn't fit in it. Um, like if it was anyone that fit in my loadout, I'm easily taking it. It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
for me personally that doesn't fit in
I
my loadout. So
But to preference this, I will pick the drum gun over a lot of other things. It's just that Matthew paired. No, I think this might have been Kyrie. I can't remember. It's mixing up now. But he paired it with triple threat, so that made it tough.
yeah, I knew as
But
soon as that
yeah,
joint
yeah,
popped up
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean
So
I'm
that made it
taking
tough.
drum gun over a lot of Series 1 shards.
Hmm.
I think triple threat's still a pretty cool skin, and it's basketball. You know I love basketball,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
um hard one though.
Dang.
I think it might be different in person, to be honest.
So this
Ooh.
one was crazy. This one was crazy. This is definitely Kyrie. Um,
Okay,
you want to? Yeah, you go
three
first. You go
three
first.
months ago would have been an easy decision for me. I've been
Hmm.
like, oh yeah, the clinger, easy. Who used the freaking med kit? Nobody. Nobody uses the med kit. Now I use the freaking med kit all the time. Like it's worth
Hmm.
carrying in your loadout all the time. And now the clinger means less to me.
Hmm.
So it's kind of flopped for me because of how the game has changed and evolved. The clinger has gone down in importance for me, and the med kit has gone up. I'm gonna go med kit.
Mm.
That's
Interesting.
interesting, right? It's weird.
Yeah, I'm going Klinger on this based off of the original Klinger moments.
Hmm.
Like we both talked about when the
Yep.
Klinger came back during the OGC, it just wasn't the same. The whole game is different. Everybody's skill set is different. People know how to counter it faster. But when the Klinger originally released and people were a little less sweaty, man, it brings back a lot of memories. So I'm going Klinger on this one.
I do have a clinger hollow PSA 10, and I
Yeah,
still went med kit, so that's why it's
yeah,
it's interesting. I told you I'm flip flopping here on
yeah, yeah.
myself.
Yeah, but the med kit with the green background and it looks like it's floating. It is dope, man. I love the med kit card in general, but yeah, Klinger got to go on this one.
Both cards look dope though. That crystal
Yeah.
shard. Crystal shard goes crazy.
So this is
Mm.
Richard's submission. This one is interesting. This is one of those ones where this one was kind of tough because, like Dylan said earlier, I don't technically care about either one of these. And instance, this is one of the situations where the male counterpart to Oblivion, which is Omega, I like a lot more. But Oblivion card is insane. So that orange with the orange in the mask and everything like that. Um, I think I'm gonna go Oblivion on this one, but I do like the Wukong card as well.
See, this is so hard for me because, like I said, I don't have a connection to either of these cards.
Yeah.
Um, the copper is dope, but my favorite color is blue.
Hmm.
I think that I'm gonna go with Wukong.
He had his moment too.
He had his moment, and somebody I play with actually wore Wukong a lot. So
Hmm.
like it's a little bit more like top of my mind than Oblivion, who I never see people play with. But the Oblivion card looks dope. They both look kind of crazy cool. I think I would go with Wukong.
Yeah, yeah. No, I
He
mean
said,
I
"I'll trade
remember.
both of these for a med kit."
That's funny. That's funny. No, that was an interesting one. I remember when Wukong was a thing for sure. And he even had his own POI along with I can't remember who else was a part of that one. But yeah, so I definitely gotta go Oblivion. It is the female counterpart to Omega, so I would definitely have to go in that direction. But
See, this
yeah,
is where it
man.
gets interesting. Like Kari said,
The
like it's
the
very
nostalgia.
nostalgic to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that's gonna play a lot, and I think that over time we're going to. I really be surprised what the market finds nostalgic. To be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, it's to like because like you said, like I mean, have you been? You might not have been seeing the meme or the title, "Done with the '90s." When it come to like Jordan, they try so pretty much is so. This is the last one, so pretty much the stream is over. So we get into our random topics,
He
but
said he said
so
he said the stream is over.
so listen. So pretty much what happened is so like these TikTok these Gen Z TikTokers, right? they went back and watched all the footage from Jordan's era, and they was trying to say that Jordan doesn't have a left, which is a complete lie. But
Mhm.
they were trying to say that Jordan doesn't have a left, so they came up with the hashtag done with the '90s. And so then they started comparing like Luca and all of these things to this era. And you could see something like that happening 5 years from now, where they just take all of the OG skins out the window and they start talking about the newer ones, especially if top pops off the way it is. But we know what's real. We know that OG stands the test of
It's
time.
I like to think about like Pokemon. Like the original Pokemon are still the
Yeah,
best,
yeah,
right?
for
You know
sure.
what I mean? Like they just ran out of like creative ideas. But in the terms of basketball, though, they've got a point. Like the fact that old heads don't
Yeah,
respect the fact that over
yeah.
time generations get better at things because
Mhm,
they've learned from what their predecessors have done. And over time, it
mhm.
gets harder and harder with all the competition and training camps. So for people to think that players today aren't better than they were back then, to me, I think
Yeah,
it's just not paying attention. So
yeah. The
I'm with them. Like I think that there's a lot of players that will give those '90s players a hard time.
oh yeah.
Like
Well,
even
I
AI
mean,
says like Kyrie.
bro,
Like have you been watching Kyrie
But
pop
I was
off
about to bring
lately?
I was about to bring this up. They tried to say, they were arguing like, yo, Kyrie is definitely the most skilled basketball. Like he's hands down. Like if you play basketball, you understand that he literally can do everything. The thing is he's undersized. So it's the same conversation that they used to have with AI. Like if AI was taller and all that stuff, Kyrie is hands down the most skilled. That is blatantly obvious. It's
Like
crazy.
handle wise, it's just like insane.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
insane. It's like
But
he's a great player. I remember I had so many Kyrie rookies and stuff like that. I was waiting,
yeah,
and then he went through his whole flat Earth thing, and then no
yeah,
one was like doing anything with it. And I just like got rid of all his cards because he was going crazy there. But man, I always thought, man, he's a great player. He's just crazy,
yeah.
crazy talented.
Listen, and then this right here, Joker. Yo, Joker is like honestly, I've never seen somebody control the game the way Joker does. Like it's been a couple people that have great pacing, but Joker controls the game. He is like, bro, he's generational for sure. Where absolutely nothing comes in the conversation but skill set and IQ. Like that's Joker all
I
day.
wish I hope that AI gets strong enough, right? Where like
Mhm.
it can review the games of the '90s and then review the games of here, and then somehow the AI can pit them against each other to show it. That's like the only
But you
answer.
see, but the thing is though, it's the same thing. Like, okay, so you have to go back this way. Only thing I don't like about that is like it's the same thing as, for instance, people saying, "Well, none of the players like Myth couldn't compete with anybody right now, like clicks or anything like that." Yeah, but Myth is the one that started building though. Like he's the first one to start doing '90s. He's
Mhm.
the first. So without that, there wouldn't even be this situation right now. So it's one of those things. But to your
Yeah,
point,
exactly.
when they start pinning them against the new
I'm not
generation,
saying
like they're
I'm
not
not
going
saying
to
it's
get
gonna be
better.
fair,
Yeah, it's
but
not.
but the fact that they're arguing that they're not better now is
It's
ludicrous.
crazy. It's
In my
crazy.
opinion. Now it's
It's
like
crazy.
they wouldn't be this good without that talent from the beginning. So
Yeah.
as an old head who was there, stop acting like I forget
Yeah.
who someone one of the old heads, Magic Johnson or somebody was like, oh, I would drop 35 right now in my
Yeah. Yeah.
70s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I
Yeah.
was young,
Yeah.
I'd be dropping 70. It's like, no, you wouldn't. All right. You
Yeah.
just wouldn't. And so they're out of their minds. But like they wouldn't be where they are today without them,
Mhm.
but at the same time, don't try to discredit what these guys are doing
Bro,
today.
did you see the dunk Anthony Edward did, bro? Please tell.
Yeah, he said
Oh
he dislocated
my,
his finger.
he did, and it wasn't even the dunk. Obviously he didn't touch the rim. It was
Yeah,
his. It was his opposite hand that he had on Collison, like Collins. I think it's Collins. But yeah, that was crazy, bro.
you still got Jordan beating anybody in the league today 1v1 or what? Because I mean Jordan, it's hard. Jordan's great, but at the same time, I don't know. Kevin Durant
Kevin Durant,
1v1.
easy money sniper. Like, bro, what do you do with KD, bro? Like, I understand him
You
switching, going to
yeah,
Golden State and stuff, but pure talent wise, a 7
1v1 against
footer that can do
KD,
anything.
shoot from like anywhere. Jordan can't shoot from anywhere.
Yeah, it's a different conversation. Like even Shay, like Shay is just different, bro. The way he plays the game is it is something that like it's definitely because it's I will say though in this new generation there's a lot of players that just they just come in to get their check, but then there's them other players that just you like yo they are definitely this generation's talent like and he's definitely one of them. Yeah, like 1v1 KD is bro. That's
Yeah,
like it's insane, bro. Like I'm sorry, that is crazy.
yeah, it's kind of
Yeah,
hard, and I think
yeah.
there are probably some other players that would probably give him a tough.
Well, well, okay. So if
Y'all
you
might be call
play,
me crazy, but like even I'm not even gonna say it. Never mind.
watch this. So you, hmm, ah, yo, I don't know. I bro,
You said
like it
unmatched. I would argue that the late Kobe Bryant had more will to win than any other player.
for sure. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
even over
yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah, because he pretty much took what Jordan everything Jordan was, and he put himself in there. Like so, obviously,
Yeah,
I think Jordan, like for instance, Jordan hand size, Jordan natural abilities were way better than Kobe's. Like his natural abilities, Jordan but Kobe willed himself to a different world, and I think it's still Jordan because you can't put the copy over
yeah,
the
but he brought his
original.
own stuff into it too, and
He did, he did,
he put in more work than Jordan did. Nobody put in more work than Kobe. So
yeah.
I mean, it'd be interesting.
No,
Yeah,
that
Kobe.
is
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's some other players too, but like
so.
of this 1v1s is hard. I mean, KD, I think is probably the best. Ray Allen over Kobe work ethic.
Well, see, I mean, here's the thing. He may had a better work ethic, but I don't think it crossed like on court. It was like because think about what Ray Allen was supposed to be when he was a buck, right? And then
Hmm.
what his career shaped out to be. He had an amazing career. But compared to what Kobe was expected to be when he came in the league, first 2 years barely playing, and then turning into what he was, that has to go into work ethic. Like they're even them two, just just the way Kobe came, I is tough. And I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't a big Kobe fan. I
Yeah,
was not a big Kobe fan. But for the reason of that, he was just one of those. He always beat my favorite players. So it just that's what
I
made
mean,
it tough.
Kobe is a good 1v1 player, is what I'm saying for the
Yeah,
conversation. I don't know if Tim Duncan is better 1v1.
yo, he would be a problem 1-on-1 though, because that's big
He would be a
fundamental,
problem. I
bro.
just don't know
Yeah,
if he would.
see, it's hard. So
It's
it's like
hard.
what 1-on-1 are we talking about? Like, because are we talking about like 1-on-1 like you get three dribbles? Are we talking about
Yeah,
1-on-1 like straight up? Like it's because all of those is different context too.
yeah. Not 1v1. I think Kobe 1v1 beats Tim Duncan. I think.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
see, but it also if Tim Duncan gets the ball first, that could be interesting. It all depends. You know
I
how it
mean,
goes.
it depends because
Yeah,
he has to get all the way down. Yeah, he has to get all the way down to the paint.
nah, he get to that mid range, bro. That mid range,
Yeah, that's
Tim
true.
had that. He had that in the bag.
Kobe had good
That's
defense, though. I mean,
yeah, it's so I think in that context of 1-on-1, I know we talking about KD, but another one you got to put in there is you got to put in Kyrie in there too. Like when it comes to modern, just I think playing Kyrie 1-on-1 is a headache, bro, because he can do everything.
make it take it might be a little
Yeah,
bit. That's
yeah,
where. Yeah, I don't know. Defense wise, I don't know against some of the bigger players against.
yeah. Because 1-on-1 is a whole different conversation when it comes to anything. It's players that are great in 1-on-1 and then they get in a 5-and-5 situation and they cannot handle it. They can't
Yeah,
handle it or they become average.
yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying like you could like the teams today
Yeah,
the 5v5 versus the ones in the old days. Like, go look at some like old footage, and you can see it's just not the same level.
yeah.
You could talk about them hacking and stuff like that. They act like these players never played street ball at all.
Exactly. That they grew up in that era, bro. Like
Yeah,
that's what trips me out about that conversation. Cause like the era that y'all talking about that is like soft and stuff, that's where they played basketball. That's what the AAU the circuits that they were in. But I mean, that's a whole different conversation. That's a whole different one. Like they're playing the game that's given to them. The rule book is there. It's like not like for instance, when we was growing up, two steps, extra step after that is a travel, right? Now
hmm
there's a gather step then two. So
Yeah.
you can't even play defense the same way because the whole thing about defense is timing it. If I go to block your shot, I know you took your 2 steps to go up, but in the NBA, they get a gather step and then two, and that's a whole nother
Irving
thing, bro.
or Curry 1v1. So
I'm going.
I'm a fan of Curry, but at the same
It's
time,
yeah, it's Irving.
1v1,
Irving.
it's Irving,
And
and
I rock with
especially
Curry heavy.
yeah, and not saying taking anything away from Curry, it's just like
Hmm.
and Curry's good, like he's
Yeah,
amazing, but like Kyrie is like a different level of like
bro,
handles, and he has the shots and the finishes. 1v1 would be
bro.
really unless you have size on Kyrie, and even then, it's gonna
Yeah.
be really hard 1v1, and
Be-
Curry doesn't have that.
because you think about it, for both of them, this is the case. But Kyrie, for real, like if you talking about one on one, the whole thing with one on one is trying to take away somebody's weak side. Kyrie has no weak side. There's no such
Yeah.
thing. Like so, it's neither does Curry, but Kyrie's is a little bit on a different level when it comes to handle. So,
Oh no,
oh
I got
no,
Kyrie beating Lillard all day 1v1.
so defense, yeah. See, that's the hard part because I think Lillard is a bigger body, but Kyrie, like I'm sorry. Kyrie is just different, bro. He's different. He's
He
different.
said
I
if
think
Curry gets the ball, you may never get it back. That's true, but
it's the same thing with Kyrie too.
especially when you talk about finishing, like he finishes so well.
Yeah,
He
it's
might not even
crazy.
need to shoot.
He
He
scores
can
at
probably
every
just lay
level.
up every time.
He scores at every level. Man, that's what they need to add into the All-Star game. Just add in 1v1s, put some money on it. They'll play for real.
Yo, 1v1s would be crazy in the All-Star
Yo,
game.
what, bro? I'm telling you,
For
scratch a dunk contest
the
because nobody
trophy,
want to
whatever.
dunk.
No one
Yeah,
wants to watch the teams play each other.
man, listen.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was nuts. That was nuts, bro.
Dude,
Yo, these playoffs is about to be insane. These
when he
playoffs
hit
about to be
that,
insane.
first of all, I was like, that's the play of the season. But then I saw what's his name? Yeah, I'm blanking on all the
Anthony
names.
Edwards.
No, on Kyrie's team, Luca.
Oh, Luca,
Luca stole a ball, threw it from behind his back to
bro.
Kyrie, and Kyrie threw up that alley right over that dude's hand, and the other
Yeah,
dude caught it and dunked it. That was like the play of the year for me. I was like, I thought it was the other one, but man, they're going off.
yeah. First of all, Joker do that behind the back pass. He does
They
that like
all do
twice
that.
a game. Like he does it like twice a game,
Luca
bro.
does that shit too.
Yeah,
It must
bro.
be something they teach you overseas. It's like
That's
when you pass
overseas.
the that's how you pass.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
in America, we've got like the bounce pass and the chest pass. They
That's
got a
they
third
joint.
one overseas. They go,
Yo, sorry to the ones that came just for Fortnite. You know, it's the end of the stream. We got to do it from time to time, man. We love sports too.
shit, man, it's
So,
already 12:30.
dang, that's crazy. Tacked on for that one. No, that's a fact. Right now, it's no debate right now.
Mm.
It's only, bro. Honestly, it's only Anthony Edwards. Shea is from Canada.
Oh,
Luca,
you mean the generation? You're not talking about overall in the NBA.
no, just like international players got American players
They've
right now.
definitely gotten way better.
But think about the past MVPs. It's Joker, Giannis, Embiid is,
But if you
you
think
know,
about,
Embiid,
oh, that's true. Okay,
Embiid is technically, I mean, he's technically an American citizen now, but when he was originally in contention going against Joker and everything, Embiid was one. I mean, and then Shea may get it. It's close though, because technically Joker could still. It's gonna be the MVP is gonna be interesting this year because I think it's
I still
between.
feel like we fumbled the what do you call it Olympics.
Oh,
Like
when yeah, they're not gonna let that happen again. But
that was embarrassing.
yeah, that
I
was
was like,
embarrassing, bro. Yeah, that's yeah, like and then it just because people always think Shay is American. Shay is from Canada, bro. Like it's he's not so it's different. It's different, man.
that's true. That's true. Yeah, if you think about it on that scale, yeah, I'd have to line it up.
Anthony, because now if you're talking
But
about across the
here's what's not
yeah,
fair though. We're talking about international. We're talking about the entire world versus one country,
but
guys.
you gotta do that though, because
You gotta do
we
it.
got
I'm just
yeah,
saying
we
though. I'm
got
just
to.
saying though. It's
But
getting
for
there.
context, yes. For context, yes, it's
You got
crazy.
Edwards, LeBron, Curry, Kevin
Hmm.
Durant.
Hmm.
You got some crazy good
That would be
players.
a crazy 5-on-5 game, bro. Like the
Yeah,
top
you
five
got Booker, Lillard. Um,
Don't do Anthony Davis, Kyrie. Even though, listen, Anthony Davis has dog in him. It just shows up every once in a while if he's not injured.
I don't watch the whole game, so that might be why. Because like I only see the highlights, and he'd be going off in the
Yeah.
highlights. Yeah, I don't know. We might get cooked though.
Yeah.
We might get cooked.
We might get, yeah, listen, bro,
We
it's
might get cooked. I don't know.
because you gotta think of it like you got Luca running a point on that team. Jesus, that's
But yeah,
crazy,
we got
bro.
Tatum.
Tatum, yeah,
Still,
Tatum. So what would it be? It would be Tatum, Edwards, Durant,
Curry,
Curry,
LeBron.
LeBron. I mean, you got lineups for sure.
Yeah, it'd be kind of hard to pass. We might need it. Maybe they should do that for the All Star International versus USA.
It won't end up good, bro.
It won't end up good, but it's like they just don't put in. We just gotta do the 1v1s because they don't put enough heart into it.
Yeah. Yo,
Wimby,
my God, Wimby, bro. How do you forget? Yo, have you
because it's
have
his
you watched his
first
highlight?
year.
Have you watched his highlights?
I mean, maybe one or two.
Dylan, no, Dylan, trust me. Go on YouTube and watch his season highlights, bro. This because San Antonio doesn't play enough. I don't have NBA League Pass no more because I don't have time to watch it. So I have to go and watch like highlights of players that I like to follow that I don't get to watch their full games if they're not on, on TV. Wimby's highlights this year, bro, are insane. Dylan, I'm telling you, watch them, bro. Watch them. It's crazy. It doesn't even
I've
make any sense.
The only highlights I ever see is like him getting dunked on. He's already been dunked on like 2 or 3 times this year.
Bro, do you know how many blocks he's averaging? He
No,
gonna
no,
get dunked
I
on.
believe it. I believe it. But I'm saying that's what they're showing because it's like
Yeah,
so he's so tall. So like if he gets dunked on, it's like big
nah,
news. Even if it's a pitiful dunk, they like to do that.
bro. This dude makes yeah, he is. It's Orlando Magic is solid too, though. I'm not gonna lie though. Orlando Magic is on the
400
come
for a
up.
base. That's crazy.
Watch his highlights. Watch his
Still,
highlights.
like they'd be going crazy on these base cards, and then
Oh yeah.
there's so many
First
of
of all,
them, and they drop. So I don't know how people are still buying those at those
well,
prices.
I only thing I'll give them a little pass on is this limbo between Panini and Fanatics. Wemby falls into this, so he's not going to have as many cards as the past
Really, or did they
premier
just print
player.
crap ton
No, they had. I mean, no, but he's still not going to have as many cards as they
as last
as
year?
yeah as last year. Like they're in limbo. It's weird. It's a weird situation. So we'll see how that goes.
Hmm. I'm staying out of that hype train, just like I did for what do you call it? I can't tonight, guys. I'm blanking on all my words. I'm not even
Nah, I
gonna
chill.
try.
I chill. I chill on the sports side. Like I can't imagine the people that this Otani situation in baseball, like this gambling thing. I'm good on real people right now. I'll
Yeah,
just stick
yeah,
with that.
yeah. Facts. All right,
But
y'all.
yeah,
It's 12:30. We're gonna have to call it.
yeah,
Thanks, like, subscribe, whatever they say these days. Please
all those
comment.
things, all
Check
those
out
things.
FortniteCards.com. Get into the Discord, even if you're old and you don't like it. It's once you get used to it, it's awesome. We want to see you guys
Yeah,
there. All right, see
for
you guys
sure.
next time.
Have a good one, y'all.